switch it across. Boom! Just like that, the stream is
Finally
live. How are you guys doing? Welcome to today's Friday Q&A with Chocks A, number 59. 59.
Finally, I got my Red Bull.
Have you been waiting for it all day?
Yeah.
How's it going, guys? Good morning, America. Good afternoon, EU. Good evening, Asia. And a very good evening to Michael, who's probably the only guy who's in Australia right now. Let me know if there's anybody else that's from Australia. If so, I'll say hi to you. Mr. Hildebrand Jr., how's it going?
Mr.
What
Lai.
is going on?
Where's my Red Bull, Mr. Lai?
Proudly, unofficially sponsored by Red Bull.
I've told him. He's,
No, I'm saying, not necessarily saying that.
Yeah, alright. Unofficially, that's it.
No, Jake. No haircut. Just usual. The usual. I just didn't go skinhead.
Skinny.
What is up, Aiden? Medirios, how's it going? Joey Griggs. I am Joey Griggs. It's been a while. How you doing, mate? How is the weather in the UK? The UK. Is Michigan in Australia? I think it might be. What is going on, Tyler? How you doing? Might be. No, Joe. Nothing to show. Just general Friday Q&A disposition.
Yeah, just to show up and let you guys know we're still alive this week. Yeah,
It's been a bit quiet.
I know you guys are worried about us.
Yeah.
It's not. Well, it's a bit. I won't say quiet. There's quite a few worried bunnies this week.
But what?
With regards to a certain anime line.
Oh, right, that.
Words are powerful.
It's like the first time that anyone actually reads our Q&A.
That blog, yeah.
Oh man, Parappa the Rapper, that would be sweet, John.
Parappa the Rapper.
Parappa the Rapper. How did Jeffrey enjoy being back home?
Hey, what?
How did Jeff enjoy being back home? Said it was cold.
He said it was snowing in UK.
Yeah. Oh,
He hasn't said. I didn't ask because I don't. I'm not even sure why he's gone back to UK. But you know,
It's Chinese New Year, isn't it?
really, I don't see me going back.
When is the last time you went back? 2 years ago? 3 years ago?
Longer than that.
4?
I can't remember. I don't really count.
Oh, Michael Lai, it's your first Q&A. Nice for you to come and join us.
Nice Q&A in Australia.
Yeah.
That's not true.
Jamie Bailey. I'm just so looking forward to his video edit. His photo edits.
Is it really his birthday? Is it for his birthday?
Yeah. And it's a birthday party that he's invited us all to go to.
Nice.
Looking forward to it. Hey Larissa, how's it going? Ape Escape. That was a sweet game, Victor. Hey, Mr. Bardo. Hey Justin, thanks for coming to say hi. Enjoy the rest of your day. What's up, Samantha?
Ooh. That option's not there again. That's crap.
What's that all about?
Yeah, what's this down here? Download.
What?
This is new.
What? What's that?
Download.
No, that's your own internal.
Yeah, it's a third party thing. It's crap, innit?
Hey Jake, you're very, very welcome. It's the least we can do. He's saying cheers for the stream, Chocks.
Yeah.
Every week.
Do you join us on the Tuesday as well, Jake?
Absolutely. Wouldn't bother coming back. You're not missing anything but Jeremy Kyle and Cash in the Attic. What about pets win prizes? Is that still a thing?
Prizes.
What is up, De Jesus? How's it going, mate? Where's Michelle at?
Johnny D.
Johnny D. Hey, Chocks.
Yeah.
Can you redo a bold prediction? How many winners for... Oh, there's going to be 2 winners for Who Dat, Who That. Are they going to get any points?
What, this early on?
Well, I thought it might make a nice idea to make a bold prediction right now.
Nah. No winners.
No winners?
Walking away doesn't count. Because it's a winner and then and that counts as a win.
Okay.
It doesn't work in my favour.
So what I mean is that, okay, so how do we say, is anybody going to tickle the 2K?
2K? Nah, no way.
No way.
No way.
You mean they're going to get to...
Now. Not when I say when.
So what you're saying is, they'll get to the 500, they get to the 1K, then they'll puss.
Probably, I'll just lose it all. Have a walk away or lose it all.
Oh. Hey, Mark.
Or they get to 2,000, and then lose that as well.
Ah. Well, then that's still denied.
Yeah.
Yeah. Indeed.
Oh, wow.
Do you have a late night yesterday, Johnny? Hey, Samantha. That's
Hey, Samantha. I don't
been a
have
while
Samantha
ago.
on my screen.
Do you not have Samantha on your screen?
No. Hey, Samantha.
She's blocked your ass. That's probably why.
Really? She blocked the F4F First Figures admin.
Hey, JC, how's it going?
Jessica.
And JB. Why is everyone hissing at JC?
Hissing?
It says everyone hiss.
Why?
But why though? Easy. Jeremy says everyone hiss at Jessica. Oh, Olympic watching, nice. Yeah, of course. The timing on that is over here. Did you see that bird going down the half pipe? Did you hear about this?
No.
So this is Olympic skater. It's called a half pipe, right? Do you know how you have a half pipe? And what you do is you go up there, you go, and you do like tons of flips, and you go back down. It's almost like skate, Tony Hawk up the half pipe, right? Yeah. So you do that in snowball, in skiing, right? Flip around, come back down, flip around, come do your tricks, flip around, come down, yeah. She literally skied down and went yo, 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 yo. That's literally all she did, as in no tricks, zero. And it transpires that she was representing Hungary. She's an American who's rubbish, right? She's really, really terrible. She's like,
but she's good.
She's amateur. No. But this is the point. And she's to no way get to do the US. So she goes, all right, my grandfather's Hungarian. So she said, right, therefore I qualify. I'm going to be Hungarian for the Olympics, right? She paid for herself, right? Because no one sponsored her to go to all the trials that you have to do to get the points quota to get that. And she literally placed last in all those events, but because she was the only one representing Hungary, she got enough to represent them at the Olympics. So she had a childhood dream to go to the Olympics, and she literally did what she had to do. And then she got there, she went, yo, 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 yo. And everyone was like, the fuck? Right? Now, some people think that's a mockery. Some people think, you go, you fucking paid the system.
Right.
What do you think?
I don't know, I need to look at it.
I'm describing it as literally as terrible as it sounds.
I can understand both sides, but for the country, I think obviously it's a bit of an embarrassment for Hungary. For Hungary,
yeah. There was lots of death threats against
her. For allowing her to do that. If I'd rather you.
And the Hungarian official was like, oh yes, we saw how good she was, or not so good at the Olympics. It was like, you better should have checked. But like.
At least, well, so that means that they weren't backing her then, the way you made it sound.
Well, they didn't know how shit she was until she actually went. Obviously, they were like, yeah, she's hungry, yeah. She made it. Well, that's all she needed. That's all they cared about. They didn't actually look at what she was doing.
Well, they should have seen her, perform at least. I don't even know Olympics. I'm not even following. But I did is it last week or the week before? I read some news feed saying this Korean ice skater. She was doing some tricks, and then her top fell off.
What?
Yeah.
Send me the link.
Or she was wearing a nude, one of those nude bras or whatever it is.
Yeah.
So it looks like it's same colour as the skin.
Right.
Yeah.
Did it fall off?
Well, because it was tied around the neck, back of the neck,
Yeah.
and that came off, that snapped, and she managed to hold everything up because she kept arching back.
Oh.
So
10, did you get 10 points?
It was just a qualifying round.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right.
So that's the most information I have with regards to
the Olympics. So you did know it was you knew it was on because you saw there was some titty action.
No, I'm not sure. I wasn't sure it was related to Olympics. I thought it was just some random ice skating championship.
Right. Yeah, it's possibly.
Yeah. See, I follow the good stuff.
She made the top 30 multiple times. That's all it took. And there's only 30 competitors. So.
For what? For the ice skating?
Yeah, no, for the downhill things.
Oh, I've got to check that out.
Yeah, you got to see. What is up, guys? We've got Sav in the house. We have Zachary. How's it going?
Mr. Dan Viles.
Yeah, baby. On Andrew Gersman. How's it going? A couple of athletes this year, they paid for everything for themselves and just did it for the experience and the dream of being in it. Nuts. Don't let your dreams be dreams, I say.
Who said that?
Johnny was like, they just sort of said, we just want to be in the Olympics.
Just want to be,
and self-funded it.
So,
You heard about Eddie the Eagle?
Yeah, a long time ago. The name rings a bell. Yeah.
So it's like, you know, Evil Knievel and that sort of like stunt thing. Eddie the Eagle was also someone from Great Britain, and he did the going
all the way there.
And he was like, everyone was like, yes, like 200 meters, and he was like, yeah, 50, because he did exactly the same thing. He's like, this bird is like him reincarnated.
Right.
Well, he's not fucking dead, so can't say reincarnated, but yeah.
Equivalent.
Yeah, basically.
Tyler.
Oh, Billy was like total nippleage, right?
Really?
PM me, mate.
I don't know. I didn't see the full video. I also was like the
Tyler
news...
was like, it's full nip slip.
Really?
Yeah.
No. Well, the one like the news articles I saw probably cut it.
Indeedy. Chocks knows about the Olympics because it made it to Pornhub.
What is a Pornhub?
Yeah, exactly. I don't know what you're talking
no
about.
idea, Nana.
No idea what you're talking about, mate.
All I know are all I know is statues and games and anime.
There you go.
Disappointed in you, Nana. Say.
Good Friday morning to you, Brenton. I hope we look good on the big screen. The big screen.
Any pets in the house
to
this
the right,
week?
all the way to the left. Yeah, that was cool, wasn't it? Some pets in the house.
Yeah, is it Denise? Denise? Dennis?
Denise. And he was like, that nice Choco Labo.
Is it Labrador? Is it Labrador?
I don't know. It was a Choco. Looks like a Choco Lab.
Yeah.
Choco Lab. Wasn't too sure.
He's just like, huh? That dog.
Yeah.
It was like, ooh. FMA on Netflix. I've started that. I watched about 20 minutes of it.
Just started, yeah.
Yeah, just started.
I'm not even reading out JB's sentence.
Where?
Chuckles is one of those guys who does questionable things to figures.
Hey, I'm not the guy. I'm not the one that's fingering Artie here, guys.
All I would say to you is he would be doing questionable things if he ever fucking took him out the box, but he never does.
I'll do questionable things to your statue,
and then
JB.
pack it up.
Yeah. I'll make sure I get it in the office.
No worries, Daniel. You didn't miss too much apart from talking a bit about Pornhub. Alrighties.
Daniel from Germany. Hey, Daniel, are you going to be at Gamescom?
Yeah. Are you going to be at Gamescom? We've submitted forms. Whether or not we have the space for us, that's to be confirmed. But
You're going to take your dog out for a walk?
He had to. He's already taken it.
Yeah.
After work.
What about some F4F pet shirts for pets?
Why not? Why not? All right, guys. We're going to kick it off this week in review.
It's going to be quite short, I believe.
Yeah, I'm sure. Hey, Jono. How's the game, mate? I won the right to visit Gamescom on press day.
I won the right to win. What did you do to win the right?
I won the right to visit. Yeah, how did you win that?
Yeah, how did you win that?
But Daniel, we might be there, so come and see us. There will be no one on our booth, so you can hang out on our booth.
I would love to go to Canada.
Do it, Nate.
What's Nate gonna do?
Come from the UK to come see us in Germany.
Yeah, that's it's a cheap trip from UK to EU, isn't it? Cheap flights.
Is it?
Yeah. 30, 40 quid.
But you know, you're gonna like definitely transportation, so hotel's gonna be expensive. Why not launch human t-shirts first? That's a very good point, Cedric. A very good point indeed.
Pets comes first, right? Pets before statues?
Quite possibly. Quite possibly. All right, should we kick it off this week in review? It's going to be a quick one because we are still in the things are quiet because of Chinese New Year.
Yes.
Or should I say lack of?
So is it the second week or the third week of the Chinese New Year in China? It's the second week, isn't it? Approaching the end of the second week.
Yes, of a 3.5 week period. Basically, 3rd of March is the 3/3 is where I'm looking for it to start again.
But it's going to be a slow start as well.
Sure.
Right? So yeah.
Sure.
Oh, so yeah, about a week and a half left.
Yeah, so it's been pretty quiet as a result of that. All right, Chocks, hit us up with the notices first.
All right, guys. Remember, this week has been the new DS Dark Souls SD line PVC. So we did the validation day one pre-order on Tuesday. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. That's still going on this week, and that's going to carry on until next Friday, which will lead us into the 2nd of March. And then the pre-orders will stop there for 2 weeks and then reopen sometime in mid-March, 2 weeks later. I'll give you guys another reminder email, etc., etc., when it comes to that time. And then after the stream tonight, I'm not sure what time we finish, but after the stream tonight, the Last Chance Weekend will start for Metal Gear Solid Snake exclusive version. All right, so if you're going to get paid this weekend, you should get paid, right? It's the last Friday of the month. Is that right? Some places. So if you do get paid, or you're still deciding what to do, the pre-order is going to open from the 23rd to the 26th. All that information is on the website, and there's going to be an email sent out after the stream as well to remind the guys the Last Chance Weekend is going to kick off.
Okay.
So pretty much that it. Nothing with regards to preview or pre-order tonight. So hopefully we'll have some news sometime next week to let you guys know what's going to be coming up next. We need to finalize some of the stuff. We're working towards the next pre-order, so fingers crossed things go smoothly with that. We'll probably have to do a documentary next week.
Yep.
Yeah, so if we have more confirmation, we'll let you know in the newsletter for next week.
Yeah, well, we already said who it's going to be.
Yeah, but we haven't. We want to be sure before we
True.
send that in the newsletter.
Oh, well, that's for sure.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Right, that's it for notices.
All right, we can review. We launched something on Friday last week.
Right.
We did, and that was...
The Artorias, the Abyss Walker.
Exclusive
PVC SD line.
SD line.
We did a hype video, making a documentary video. I hope you guys enjoyed that. And then during the stream we made a day one poll.
Yeah, one was quite high.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're split down the middle. This
one's quite high. I think majority have chosen option B. It's the one where I believe Artie's on the left side showing his full sword. Yeah, that one. And today I had a bit of a discussion with Sandy whether we should put the SD logo on it or not.
Yeah, we should do.
On both cards?
Only on the regular authenticity one.
Only on the authentication card. Yeah. Because we were like thinking, what should we do? Right. Okay, I'll let her know then.
I told her.
You did? Yeah. All right then. And that's it with regards to the SD.
Can we not review the smoothness of that stream, please? It was smooth. 400 people at the time that we went live managed to smack that validation button. And not a single person was sort of the issues that we had during Bowser. That never happened. So that was super easy, super sweet, super straightforward, and very, very fortunate for that to be really smooth. So that was obviously shout out to the IT boys behind the scene.
Yeah.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Wow. So that was pretty straightforward. We didn't do too. We weren't too stressed. No one had any issues, and here we are, without issues. So that was good. A few IPs got banned. Yeah, that's a good point. Gogan's got banned. A few others got banned as well. I'm not sure what. I think maybe because they were smashing that refresh button so much.
I've spoken to the IT guys. We were assured that it's nothing to do with our system. It could be a browser thing, but the guys are investigating that aspect.
Right.
Yeah, because as the club grows, as more people come online during the launch, that might start increasing, but we're not sure about that because the IT guys need to...
But did we not say that if you went to another browser it worked?
Well, yeah, it worked if you went for another browser, but
The only thing I care about is making sure it doesn't happen during an actual like the moment that it goes live. If that makes sense.
that is the moment when it goes live.
No. It was afterwards because Gogon's got his.
No, the one I was talking to is like affecting his. For him, it was affecting his
validation.
His getting his low number.
Shit, I thought it didn't.
You just know what I mean.
Oh no, I know the Gogons said that he was affected. I only sort of paid attention to him, but he'd already validated his.
Right.
So
Well, the guy I spoke to, he said, yeah, sure. He tried it on a desktop, it didn't work. Then he tried it on his mobile, it worked. He got his day one, etc. But the thing is, it kind of for him personally, it kind of affected him.
In his timing, in his speed,
timing,
of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
He was a validation, yeah.
Yeah.
Or he was a purchasing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are these new system restrictions in paying off an order all the way? I asked to finish paying off the Majora's Mask to pay everything but shipping. Yeah, you can pay all but shipping. The reason why you can't pay shipping is because the website will think it's a completed order. And if it thinks it's a completed order, it starts messing up all the notifications and stuff, and you wouldn't be getting the stuff like, oh, it's coming and all that sort of stuff. So that's the reason why we don't take the entire amount and we leave just a little bit something at the end, so we can do a last chance, sort of like a last payment notice and that sort of stuff. Oh, Chase.
What?
They're sort of the remembering Chase.
Ah, yeah.
Chase Davis.
Scammers.
Yeah, there's a big difference between scammers and rip-off merchants, right? Scammers is a accusation of fact. You have taken someone, you've taken their money, and you've not delivered their product. Is an example of a scam, a scammers and a scam. That's a fact. Rip-off merchant is a matter of opinion, and I can't argue against that because it's a matter of opinion. I can try and sway him and say, no, that's not correct, and here's the reasons why, but at the end of the day, an opinion is an opinion, depending on everyone's scenarios and knowledge of the industry and etc, etc. So there's a huge difference. Scam artist, nah mate. Factually, not done that. Rip-off merchant, questionable.
It's true. It's like saying, oh, this is expensive to you, but somebody else might say this is reasonable to him. Yeah,
that's an opinion. So
yeah.
You can say, hey man, you're ripping people off. We can go, look mate, actually it's reasonable.
Let's say let's say an SRP is 100 and then somebody else says, they start selling the same thing for 200. That's a rip-off.
Well, that's flipping.
That's a rip-off.
But again, it might be a rip-off to the person who can't buy it at 100 anymore.
Right, yeah. Let's say,
but also it might be like in 5 years.
Let's say, let's say they're in a different country and they would have had to pay that amount more shipping, which leads to 200.
Right.
To them, it's normal.
Or it's 5 years afterwards, and they're in eBay for 500, and he puts it for 200. Perceptions change all the time. So Chase, mate. Thanks for the giggles. Hit us up if you ever decided open your mind and calling us rip-off artists, rip-off merchants, all that sort of stuff. That's fair enough, but hopefully you can open your mind to that. Hit me up and I'll try and give you some more explanation. If not, enjoy yourself, mate. Enjoy yourself.
I'm glad the person has found the time to chat with us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he was doing that all over.
He had to go and make the effort on the main page.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whoever you may be.
That's right, Nana. Say exactly. It's your choice to buy it or not. But there's a big difference between placing an order for something and not getting it. That's scamming. And
you won't know if it's a rip-off until somebody tells you, right? Because you won't know it. Like somebody say, "Oh, this is 200." Oh, okay, fine, yeah, I'll buy it. You don't know you've been ripped off. That as well.
Yep. From the bloke next door. Good morning, Carol. How's it going? Where's Mike at today? David! We got some live Q&A, do we? 25 minutes late. Don't worry. I gave all the news beforehand, though.
Hope you're well rested from last week's
Toy Fair.
Yeah.
Did you have a good time? Was it cold in New York? As always. I never miss New York in the winter. I've only ever been to New York in the winter for Toy Fair, apart from NYCC, where the weather was lovely.
Right.
Like February, Toy Fair time in New York is cold.
Kanako's on.
What is up, Chaggia? Is Harvey there?
Yeah, is it Kanako or is it Harvey?
Yeah.
Today.
How's it going, Michelle? Did you enjoy watching the Olympics? You're about 20 minutes late compared to Johnny, but he says that you guys were watching the Olympics. Was there a particular event that you like watching in particular? What is up, Jan? How's it going?
Who's leading? Medals.
Norway.
Damn. Interesting.
Here's the thing, Chocks. Tell me this, right? Norway is currently leading 13 goals, 37 total, right? Mm-hmm. Guys, you let me know your thoughts on this one as well. Germany is winning, is coming second, 13 goals and 26. So what would you think if Germany gets one more gold and they're 14 and they have 26 total or 27 total compared to 37 total? Who wins?
Yeah, sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
Right.
Sorry.
Right now, Germany and Norway both have 13 wins,
goals.
but
yeah.
Norway has 11 more than Germany. Okay.
11 more. Oh, you mean in silvers, yeah?
In
Silvers
total.
and bronze.
In total. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So, if Germany gets 14 goals, who is winning?
How's the scoring system?
They do it by golds. So they don't even give a shit about bronze. They don't give a shit about silver. So here's the question here. What happens if there's like, I don't know, 36 countries. I don't know how many countries are in this, right?
Right.
Whatever the country list is. To say,
look at that. Russia's just called Olympic athletes from Russia.
Yeah, they got banned.
Oh, right.
From doping. No, these are only people who placed. These are only people that placed. So let's say there are 500. We'll make it easier.
I got a friend of mine sent me a video of I was a bit confused why a friend of mine sent me a video of Olympics, and it was like the group chat. I don't even see it. It was a group chat hosted by
England. No, say
it's a group chat hosted by South Korea
and China if they're in. What?
Right. So host chat. Yeah, China's there. Look. China's
there. No, I know.
So yeah, this video is like a group chat. It's like WhatsApp, right? A group chat. It's hosted by South Korea, and South Korea goes, "Hi everyone." Obviously, US jumps in and says hi. Norway, Germany, everyone says hi, and then everyone goes, "Hey, what's up, South Korea?" It's like, I had a long conversation with North Korea. I want to invite them in
for the Olympics.
The Olympics, and then USA goes, "What the fuck?"
Well,
and then everyone else is like, "It's all right. Let them join." It's like everyone has their history, and and they were taking a dig at Germany, and Germany sent a GIF, like a GIF, with like a sad face because histories, right? And then it's like, yeah, they go back and forth, like and then it kind of goes, let them in, and then like US says, "What the fuck, Canada? Whose side are you on?" Blah blah blah, and the messages kept pinging, and then all of a sudden, USA is the one said, no, don't invite North Korea because what they've done to us, blah blah blah, and then everyone else accepted. Then South Korea goes, just invited North Korea, and no, I'm sorry, just as South Korea invite North Korea, USA changed the title of the group. Yeah, something very bad. Yeah, something. No, I don't want to say on the mic. Something very bad, and all of a sudden, everyone else left the group.
So
everyone else left the group, and then at that moment, North Korea was in there.
Sure, yeah.
And he goes, "This is awkward."
Right,
I'm gonna show you the WhatsApp.
It's like one of those animated ones, yeah.
Those animated ones, yeah. It's like it's really funny. Yeah.
So just to go back to this one, right? Let's say there are 100 guys on the. There's 100 guys, yeah.
On what?
In the Olympics, right? Actually, let's make this easier, okay? There's 2 people in the Olympics, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Any good looking
No.
girls?
Sorry, that doesn't
Any
work.
good looking girls in the Olympics this year?
There are 100. Listen, right. There's 100. There is 100 members, okay, and 100 events, something like that, okay.
100 members, 100 events.
Right. Okay. Every single person. Okay, we'll make it 100 and 100 and 101. 101 events. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. One person gets. There's 100. Okay. So how about this, right? So. All right, you follow me here, Chocks, yeah? There's 100 events, right? And there's 100 people. There's 101 people. It doesn't matter, right? Okay. Yeah. Every single person, right, gets 1 gold.
Right.
Every single person, okay?
Right.
But the first place person gets 2 golds, and everybody else is 1.
Right.
Okay. And the second place person, who has 1 gold, right,
Yeah.
has 99, or I should say 200 other.
Yeah, silver, bronze, yeah.
Yeah. And the first person has nothing, only 2 golds.
Right.
Who is the winner?
Well, you said the person has more golds, right?
Yeah. So what do you think of that?
A gold is a gold.
2 golds versus two golds versus, let's say the other guy has like 200 medals.
It's the same as in football, right? I can't remember. You know, like the you know, like Division 1 or whatever, Premier League or whatever it is. Yeah. Is that how they do it?
Not sure.
No, if
Good
it's
point,
the same
Mike.
points, it's based on how many goals.
Yeah.
The goal difference.
Yeah. Didn't we check Mugen? I think it was 300, wasn't it?
Yeah, we've got them again.
It's 300, yeah?
Are we sure about it? Yeah.
Well, that's what's on the box.
You guys want to know now?
Oh, well, because they're accusing me for forgetting. So we got 300 for Mugen. Is that what I said last week?
No, that was we started it and then we say, hey, let's
What was
stop it.
What did I say last week? Did I say 300?
I think you said 300, but
Oh.
we just want to double check and make sure.
And is that right? Is that what you've written from last week?
No. This is what
Did
I've
you
written.
check from
the packaging.
yeah.
Yeah.
So 300 for egg and 275.
Whoa, 300 for X.
For X and 275 for egg. I'd rather people that lose not get rewarded. It reminded me of kids losing at sports and still getting trophies. That's the.
Yeah,
it
losers
was
still
300.
get a reward, right? Do they?
You know, like Harvey came like second place and you got like a trophy and shit.
Well, sure, you get silver, right? I won't consider that loser. Like if you say you came 4th and you still got a prize.
Right. Okay, so I said 300 last week. Yes, I said 300.
Yeah, but this time it's double just making
Still
sure
fun.
it's So it's 300 for exclusive, 275 for regular.
All right. Cool. All right. What else is the week in review? PVC name poll.
Yeah,
Did I run that last week?
I believe so.
So we're talking about
think so.
we did SD obviously for SD, and now what is we say just PVC, but you know what? I don't think that's going to be enough in the future. We have plans. If we have plans to do PVCs in different scales and different sizes and different things, how would you differentiate that? Do you know what I mean? How would you differentiate that? So, one of the ones I was thinking of is TF. What does TF stand for? Huh? Transformers. It's missing a W, yeah?
Yeah.
What would TF stand for you
What would
in
TF,
this?
guys?
What would TF stand for? We're talking about the Breath of the Wild link and the Crash line. What would you call that? How would you consider that if I said TF? Oh, Brennan knows what's up. Jake knows what's up. Randy's like, the fuck?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, there you go. Derek is the fuck. Totally fucked. Oh, thank fuck. Tiny form. Yeah, you know, the thing is, we're just calling it PVC is PVC. It could be anything. And so I'm thinking perhaps we call it TF. I mean, it's only just so we can it's just a little tiny, it doesn't really sort of take over what it is. At the end of the day, it's going to be Link from Breath of the Wild. It doesn't matter that it's from what series or whatever it is, yeah? Only if you take the time to even understand the company, what does that... It's just if we say, hey, we got a license and we're going to be doing SDs, resins and TFs, you're going to know exactly what we're talking about.
Right.
Because you could say, yeah, sure, you could say, we're going to be doing SDs and we're going to be doing PVCs. But what happens if we do a third PVC, as an example? For example, let's say we want to do a 2-inch line. As an example, we did a 2-inch line for the Sonic the Hedgehog series. How would you distinguish that? Hey Costas, Guts is going to be end of March if everything goes smoothly.
See, I love these urban dictionaries.
Urban dictionaries, but it's all the fuck, yeah. Tree fiddy.
Tree fiddy, yeah.
Nancy, I know you're a big proponent of that. You know what? When I was thinking about it, I found it to be a little bit presumptuous. And what do I mean by that? Well, it's presumptuous of us to think that we could be bigger than our brand, bigger than the licenses. And I don't think we're anywhere near doing that. And as a result, it doesn't need to be distinguished. Because, so how do I mean by that? So let's say we take Apple. You take any of those companies that are big enough, you have people buying their products based on the company. Agree, Chocks? And therefore, whatever you name, terminology-wise, will be the name. You're Microsoft. You want to call it the Surface? What the fuck is a Surface? Oh, it's a laptop. Okay, well, you know what it is. You know, Surface with a nice Alicant, the keyboard, etc., etc. Mm-hmm. They make up the name, and they promote it, etc., etc. We are never, at least never at this stage. I can't see it ever happening because we're tiny, teeny, tiny potatoes. Being able to ever be more than the brand of the licenses. The licenses will always be, and we're under no presumptions, that we are anything other than 98% the licenses. Does that make sense, Chocks? 2% of people will buy a product because of us, and not having an affinity with the product that we're making, something like that. Whereas you will get, for example, if we take Funko, for example, right? You'll get people just buying it for Funko's sake, rather than the license that they're representing. Does that make sense, Chocks?
Yeah, sure. Sorry.
You've been listening to me.
I'm a bit mind blank there. So I'm
just looking up TF.
I'm still looking up TF. Sorry, I was just trying to find some cool names.
So, so when I was talking about do we come up with their own title, I guess we could. But SD, when I'm just really using it as a distinction between the resins, the type of PVC. So if we go TF, SDs and TFs, and then bada bings as an example, that could be a third line. Who knows what it is, but we definitely want to start being more consolidating about the PVCs in general, and that's why SD, we really sort of thought about it like that, because it's that sort of style and it had to be distinguished from the TFs or whatever we call it, or the PVCs, the TFs, right? So we had to make that sort of distinction, and it's still a work in progress. Do we say it's called the bada bings? I'm not too convinced, but F4F, first for fidget spinners. SDSS, there you go. It's possible. TP, tiny potatoes. Randy, back at it again with a if you're happy and you know it, clap your hands.
That's so funny, that. It was on the way back in the car.
Yeah, I know, we almost crashed.
Can't believe it.
It was a good one, Randy. Like it a lot. How's it going, Maria Spin? It's been a while. How you doing? Yeah, so that was in regards to the 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 different names
Yep.
and why we're trying to do that and what that means. And what else then, Chocks? Bada Bing Zelda.
Started going on about South America.
Mike, we don't, copyright our style of figure. I mean, it's a big head. It's not. There's no style to it. It's just our own distinction within our own lines. So, as I said, if we get a license for, for example, why don't we take Banjo and Kazooie, for example. Would you guys be up for a TF and a SD? Maybe that's not a good example because they already have quite big heads, as an example, right? To a certain extent. I mean, you could definitely change the proportions a little bit more. It's actually. But let's for example, forget Dark Souls, something. Okay, here you go, Shenmue, right? Would you guys like to see a Ryo Hazuki TF and an SD? I can just ask that question. People instantly know what I'm talking about, rather than saying, what style. So, if I just say, would you like to see it in PVC, or which one are we talking about? We should do one of ourselves, yeah. Yeah, Jake. SD will always mean a more comical version, not the TF version, which is the more true to life, true form. Spyro and Sonic SDs, they're kind of like already SDs. So, Mike, a TF would basically be true form. It's just it's just another way to distinguish, instead of just saying it's the Breath of the Wild Link that we made, and the Crash, and the upcoming Amaterasu is going to be part of that TF line. So if I say to you that's a TF, and if you do Ami is going to be an SD, well then you would know exactly what the kind of style is, because some people like that style and some people don't. Some people like the TF style, some people don't. Some people prefer the SD. Whatever it is, we want to try and cater to both eventually. Now, of course, SD still has only just started. It's 1 week into it, Chocks, but we have big plans for it.
Yep.
So, this is something to do. No, let's say SD human faces has been done to death. Not done to death, but you see it in tons of examples outside. Neocortex is already SD.
That is true.
Berserk SD is a really great example. That would be nice as well. See, Mike is not into the SD. Maybe he's into the TFs.
TF is weird.
Yeah, it's whatever the terminology is. At the end of the day, it all sounds weird until you get used to it. That's right, Nana say, it can kill a figure, then, the SD human style is not good for you. You don't like it. Others may do, others may not. There's no reason why you couldn't then go TF. SD guts with an extra large sword. Sounds just about right to me. If you get some anime lines in SD form, I'll definitely buy them. There you go, Aiden. Nice. I appreciate the support. Oh, also you get them TF as well. Have the SD figures helped you with Neo Heritage head scale? I've just finished working on the overall shape, proportions, pose. Looking tight. Looking tight, guys. Really nice. SD Skull Kid. In terms of being up for Zeldas and SDs, that's something that we would never go to Nintendo first without having numbers behind us with other SD launches to make sure that there is a market for it. Because this is a punt for us, guys. When I say it's a punt, we don't know. We've released the Artorias. This is a risk, no doubt about it. We don't know how it's going to play out over time. So once we know for sure that there is,
we need to go for a few down the line, because
definitely
it might be okay, one hit wonder, and then it was like, oh, second one might be, you know, going the other direction,
We
or it
certainly,
could be going, or going, you know, we don't know until you do a few.
Yeah, we've certainly penciled in a lot, and because I really want it to work because it will be distinctive for us. It could be our SD line. Do you know what I mean?
Of course,
So,
yeah.
hey Brendan, how's it going, mate? You're right, Nick. Anime would be perfect for SD. I don't mind non-human or masked characters in SD. What do you mean there, Nana? Did you mean one human? What did you mean by that?
Non-human.
Oh, non-human.
Non-human characters, yeah.
Yeah.
Like mask.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know.
Yeah.
Well, Joe, TF Midna, TF is TF. Which is the reason why we're calling it. I mean, that's where TF got. You know, I actually asked Kanako to come up with what she could. I told her this problem that we have.
Right.
That the PVC needs to have its own line as well, just to be able to distinguish it, right? For future stuff. And she came up with a bunch of stuff.
Right.
And she also came up with TF, or True Form. She came up with True Form. I just want to, it's just nice, Chocks, to be able to think about the new era of F4F. You know, yes, we've done PVCs in the past, but I really see Breath of the Wild Link as our coming out party. Yes, we did the Together Plus stuff. Yes, we made it for them, all that sort of stuff. But at the end of the day, our new era of stuff, we'll say the Hong Kong company now, right?
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
As in, when we had this office, that's what I see as a new start for F4F. It has to be, because it's a distinct line where we then all of a sudden said, right, yeah, that's a really sort of separation. I stopped doing gaming heads. I said, right, let's do versus figures. Let's expand this as much as we can. You know, from teeny tiny potatoes to slightly less teeny tiny potatoes, right? But that was a distinction, and part of that whole plan was doing this Breath of the Wild link, which then led into Crash, which is going to lead into all these other ones as well. And it would be nice to document that in the same way that we're going to be documenting the SDs, where we have the TF01 is the 01 of that line. So again, what would you do there? You go TF 001 was...
Right, I get you.
So TF001 will be F4F 001 /TF01. No, that's not right. I fucked that up. It'll be F4F TF 001
and then
slice. Then it will be 01 and then it will be LOZ. That would have been Breath of the Wild.
Well, it'd be Legend of Zelda.
Oh, sorry, sorry, I meant, so Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild Link, right? That would have been that one. Then the next one would be, you know, again, it's just discrete. It's a little tiny bit in the bottom corner, right? And it's going to be F4F TF 002 /01 CSH, CRH, whatever we want to call it, or CB, Crash Bandicoot, something like that, right? When we do AMI F4F TF 003, and that's going to be the first one that we're going to be doing. That's in that true form. So that on it will say F4F TF 003 /01 OKM, whatever you want to call it. Hey James. Yeah, Joe, I understand. It does make sense what you're saying as well. Hey guys, Chris, are you ever going to make a line where you can make a pedestal that merge your main characters together? For example, if you have Guts on its own pedestal, you can connect it with another pedestal.
Hey, what?
That's more of a yeah, definitely something that we've been thinking about, and it's something that I actually, you know, was trying to do back in the day when I made the Battlefields diorama. Where they were going to all connect to make a huge base of transformer
Connecting
pieces,
bases, huh?
Again, as always, Chocks, everyone is now doing TFs now, which is true, which is Transformers. I'm like 10 years too late. 10 years too early.
Connecting pieces.
10 years too early.
Yeah.
That's when I was doing mine. Yeah, for the love of everyone, we need to have updated pictures on the website for someone new coming in, seeing pre-order now, and the pre-orders ended 2 months ago, turns people away. You're right, Brenton. The whole website is rubbish as hell. Rubbish. What do we say, Chocks?
What
December 2016. We're like, yeah, nice skin. Yeah.
We're got another IT guy. What's going on there?
Huh? John's gonna sort that out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've told him, John, that's your domain.
We work on Hong Kong speed here. He needs to catch up.
Yeah. Ami is coming later on in the year. Everything is on pause until Chinese New Year, and then we're gonna push hard. Push hard. So F4F ST and F4F TF and F4F Boomate. Okay, so the Boomate is not actually us. That's our partnership series, and that's something that's completely out of our own naming system. So that Boomate is all on GNF.
Yep. More news to come after Chinese New Year as well.
Some great looking stuff for that. You're right, Brenton. We really need to sort that out. Oh, this whole thing I did at Last Chance Weekend is on there and stuff like that. So it's ridiculous.
Yes.
Who should we have update that? Should be
what?
Like Jeff. He puts it up. He should remove it. Like the banners and stuff, I guess.
Well, it's not just that. It's just not like. It's not a case of removing it. It's a case of replacing it with something that actually says what it's like. If it's sold out, it's sold out. Just having the text on one side isn't going to be visually enough.
I'm saying that you should remove it from the regular version, from the exclusive version. You should put it as a regular version. Just link that. That's available. Regular, you can jump on the waitlist if you want to. But as Brenton would say, it could put people off. Boom 8 could be Bada Bing Line. Unfortunately, I can't take that one from GNF. It's all them. Nick Teeves. Have you ever thought about making some F4F swag like shirts, hats, etc.? Absolute. Oh, could go to sell and or give away day ones. I would definitely not do it as a as part of day one because that would be like sizing nightmares. What we're thinking of doing is doing one of those fulfillment companies so we can do the t-shirts and stuff like that. Set that up. We have to get that done.
Yeah.
You should have a tab for late waitlist ones. You're right. All of it's on waitlist. Well, most of it's going to be on waitlist. Right. Yeah.
Waitlist.
Yeah. You should change the banner to say.
And then when it's off the waitlist, you got to move it back onto in stock. There's a lot of maintenance. You put that into the waitlist line, and that goes into the in stock. Who's doing that?
你好.
Hmm?
你好.
What?
Get someone like a Rachel to do it or something. As an example. Hey Parrish, how's Zelda doing? Is she keeping you up at night? Lots of crying? Or is she colicky? Or is she doing alright? How's it going? Damn, Nick! You should be trying out for WWE with that sort of stats.
6'5".
£300, 6'5".
Oh my god.
That's like, as I said, WWE style.
That's like TF. That's your true form.
Glad to hear it, Prarich. So Victor, can we have the regular PVCs available on the website with FlexiPay? You know what? Yeah, why not? We'll stick it on there. Eventually. Yeah, we should do that. Is Nick joining the WWE would take for more WWE figures? Absolutely, Nick. Yes, JB. Nick, will you give me a good deal on your license rights? NFL offensive lineman. All right, let's do it, Chocks. Where are we at?
South America still.
So South America, that is a difficult one. The only way that we can handle that is actually, again, with most of these places, is having a warehouse in those locations. But it's not just saying Brazil. It's also like everywhere has this issue. So you need one in Mexico. You need one in Brazil. You need one here. You need one there. It looks like that one's going to be a tough one to crack.
Yeah.
Just interesting trying to understand the reason why. I was talking to John the other day. Hey John, what's going on? And we were just looking at some stats, and we were sort of seeing how low
customs.
Yeah, I mean, we
shipping.
kind of knew that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a tough one. It's a really tough one. I mean, I don't think there's really much we
How
can do.
big is it really? Because I know the console scene down there. Those guys are like massive fans of the Mega Drive still. That is
correct.
That is still going on.
You're absolutely Brazil.
Yeah,
absolutely
I mean,
love
like Sega,
Sonic and
Sega.
Sega.
Yeah, we all know Sega stopped doing consoles, right? But they've given out the rights for these Brazilian guys to go out there and manufacture the OG Mega Drive and selling that. And they released it. They released one console last year.
Oh yeah, another one.
Yeah, and
You got it.
nah,
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind getting
Yeah.
it, but it's like it's like.
It's the other way around.
Yeah, the other
So
way-
you get hammered from
How do
Brazil.
you get? How do you ship stuff out from Brazil, right?
We're trying to figure out how to get shit in
Yeah.
there.
And
If you can figure out how to get it out, let me know. Then I can figure out how to get
well,
it
I
in.
went on the website and on the Facebook page and all that, but
Yeah.
it's they don't really use English for their marketing and stuff.
Mm.
You know their stuff, and man, that stuff is still going on.
Yeah, it says the gamers are there in huge amounts. It's just a problem getting things down there officially. Ooh, Nick, how do you manage that one? That sounds painful. South America loves Saint Seiya. Yeah, nice. Hey, Richard.
Brazil is more secure than the F4F vote.
F4F. Alucard should be next week if everything goes smoothly.
Oh God.
All right, cool. Let's do it. Where are we at? We have done some various blog posts. What was there this week?
Which one do you want to start?
What was in the blog post? Nothing.
Blog post was just the usual stuff.
The usual stuff, right? Nothing particular, yeah?
Nothing particular, yeah.
All right. OCC weekly stats. So that showed a lot of more posts than before.
More posts this week compared to last week.
Yes, but everything else down. And the reason why that is probably because a lot of the posts were, I've got my SD, which is great.
Yeah, during the launch week.
Yes, so there's
Yeah.
all of that, and those kind of posts. And also, I didn't particularly post much at all this week or last week. And of course, there's a reason for that. The reason for that, of course, is because nothing's happening. It was Chinese New Year, a short day last week.
Short day this week.
A short day this week, a short week last week, a short week this week. And there's nothing happening in terms of development. Our team in China is away until 3.3. There's no videos to post. There's no that sort of stuff. And as a result, it doesn't make. Having said that, this week and during this downtime, I've been really looking at the next glut of stuff coming out.
Yeah,
we have a
as in,
huge
like,
glut of upcoming pre-orders,
yeah.
but now it's the next glut of development. There's something like
concepts,
tons of concepts,
Yeah.
tons of work, working with I think 8 or 9 different people sculpting at the moment and going mental. And that's because it's the downtime. I can concentrate on this, work on this back and forth, think about it, spend more than 5 minutes. I'm not having to go to the factories, I'm not having to go and do this, not having to do that, all that sort of stuff. And getting all that, so I've been working on that, but that's not going to come out the other side for a good few months or so.
longer than that, isn't it?
Well, I mean, just in terms of starting to sneak that stuff. I want to get further down the line before I start sneaking, because there is a ton of exciting stuff coming up, guys. Like a ton. What is up, Bang? MM documentary. What's that?
Majora's Mask.
Oh, the Majora's Mask documentary. Yeah, well, Jeffrey's been busy, but I haven't actually given him the files. I should give him the files, but he's been busy doing the stuff, doing the photography. Did you get some videos done today as well?
Photos.
I know. Well, I did the. You saw the photos this morning. He had to do some more photos.
Probably, yeah. Yeah.
See you in a few minutes, Cedric.
Where's he going?
Not sure. But he's leaving work. Yeah, so there's a lot of exciting stuff coming up a lot of exciting stuff. Yeah.
I think we've got some feedback with regards to the events as well. Yeah, Jeff mentioned that as well.
So
We've got some feedback from the events.
they basically came back and said that they needed some more stuff from us.
Just information for the Gamescom.
Yeah.
I think the Hong Kong one is kind of pretty much locked down. Yeah. So
That's
there's
cool.
no turning back, unless we just throw in there. And
Or
it goes,
unless we don't pay them the deposit, there is turning back.
oh, you know, if there's no turning back, we just stroll there and just sit in that own little open area.
We paid for this place, and
We
we're staying
paid for
here.
this, yeah. We paid for this.
This little square
This
3
little
by 3.
square, yeah.
So this is what a prison's like. That's probably a 3 by 3 booth. It's probably the same size as a prison cell, isn't it?
Really?
How big is a prison cell?
I don't know.
True.
True.
If you knew, I'd be worried. Let me see. How big is a prison cell? Standard prison cell. Let's have a look.
Standard size.
6 by 8.
It's bigger.
No, it's tiny.
No, it's bigger than 3 by 3, isn't it?
Yes. No, it's not. It's
Oh.
smaller.
Oh, this is by feet, right?
Yeah, because we did 10 by 10 for our... 10 by 10 is a 3 by 3. At New York's NYCC, we did 20 by 10.
Right.
So a 10 by 10 is a standard booth size, which is 3 by 3 meters. That's smaller. 6 foot by 8 foot. Jesus. Nick would have a problem. Nick, don't go to prison, mate. You'll have some issues. 6 by 8, mate. You won't even be able to turn around. You certainly won't be able to lie nice and.
That's bigger than most bloody. That's bigger than most. What do you call it?
Apartments in Hong Kong.
like those. I'm not sure how do you call it in English, but it's like these old buildings in Hong Kong, and they keep on dividing. Let's say it's a flat, yeah. Let's say it's a building, and then just
Division,
keep
yeah. Paper thin walls.
Yeah. Well, there's like little tin rooms, yeah.
Yeah.
All they could put is a bed.
Hmm?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like 2,000-3,000 Hong Kong dollars a month.
Yeah. Guan Chai.
Yeah.
Causeway Bay, tons of them.
Mm.
Ooh, SD Shadow of the Colossus. See, you know, sometimes there aren't things that are open to us in TF, but maybe in SD. Who knows? But we need to get much further down the line and prove it before we can start going other, having that confidence to do it.
It's like now we're kind of like planting the seeds.
Yeah.
We don't know what the SD line is going to be until next year. It has, you know, to really look back and see, is it doing well, right? So.
Hey Alex, yo, indeed. Good, Nick. Don't go then, and you'll be fine. What's up, Melissa Marquette? All right.
Right.
So that's it.
Well,
oh no, we have
right.
Fighter Kirby into Shadow Kirby.
Yeah, you did it.
Yeah, my first fun day. My first fun day post.
Yeah, what was that about?
Well, I got all wrapped up in the hype. But yeah, you know, just sort of thinking about whether or not that was something that people wanted to do. The whole idea of doing variants after the initial one is sometimes some people don't like that, some people do, some people do and don't. It's all very... it's a lot of different opinions on that, to be honest with you. It's just something that we wanted to do. It came out of the whole Shovel Knight, doing the green Shovel Knight that's coming up. And we might do a green, black and red one.
Right.
For the Shovel Knight I'm talking about. And that whole idea of having variants that don't exist as part of the main line.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I didn't. Been lazy as hell. Yeah, I've been. No, I'll go back to it. Oh yeah, it's in my junk mail. I did one of those. How did I miss it? Because I had to say priority levels.
Yeah. Poor girl.
Oh, it's amazing that Amanda Kirby joins at the perfect time.
Yeah. Hey, Amanda.
We've been talking about Fighter Kirby and the possible Shadow Kirby version.
Shadow Kirby.
Shadow Kirby, Fighter Kirby. That's it. A week in review. Nothing. Done.
No,
Is
it's
that
not.
it? What?
This.
Oh yeah.
And. This.
Oh yeah. Yeah. You're right. So Mugen, I can't remember the gentleman's name. It was a. It was something like it was like Getin or something like that. It was quite a
kind of a unique
European,
name.
It was basically correctly noticed that the sheath wasn't correct for Samcham's Mugen.
Yeah.
And very happy to have actually demonstrated that we had noticed it. You noticed it. Michael Light, I think. Did you also notice it as well? I had noticed
like
that.
A hidden sword.
There's a hidden sword.
Knife or whatever.
Yeah, at the bottom of the sheath. But not only that. So when we figured that we had to change that, we go, oh shit, we also need to change the sword as well, because the sword can't be longer than the knife.
Mm-hmm.
And therefore, we had to take that into account. So we shortened the sword, we elongated the guard, we looked at those details, and that was a nice sort of thing where we've made those changes. We didn't actually tell anyone we made those changes, but it made it better. More accurate. So that's what happened for Mugen. So we're very happy to be like, yeah, actually it's been done. And here it is, and it's already in. I showed them the counter sample, the sign sample, that sort of stuff. So that's already been done. So that's yay us, I can say. Yay us. That's a good score for us. So the other one was the.
But that was also, what do you call it? I remember one comment you said. Is it the curse of the Jins? Anything that's named Jin.
That is a different conversation about.
Is that right?
Well, it's a different conversation about Mugen. We're talking about us being awesome and remembering to do those details. And now you're making me sad again.
Oh, sorry.
That's a different conversation.
Which leads on to
the possibility of doing a Jin from Samcham in the. So look, what do we look at? We see that Mugen did better than Saitama. Okay.
Yes. As you guys know, Mugen edition size is 300 for exclusive and 275 for reg.
And for Jin, which we think will do worse than Mugen, because Mugen's the poster boy, right?
Yeah.
In order to think about doing it, we've got to sort of thinking about sort of combos or something like that for niche lines.
Right.
And one of the thoughts was making, because Jin has two versions. One is where he's got his kimono all the way up to his, like, nicely done with his glasses on and his hair in a ponytail. Mm-hmm. Yeah, right. And the other one is titty action, right? Yeah, with no top on and his hair's down and he's got no glasses, and it's like, you know, from a scene from the end, etc., etc. Now, would we do that as a two separate figures as a combo?
Right.
Because I need something, or would we go regular exclusive, and the exclusive will be something standard, I don't know, swords in metal, whatever it might be the exclusive version, where he's wearing his kimono normally, and then have the combo that's not actually an additional complete new figure, but a more expensive version of the exclusive. We'll call it the combo version, right? And that's going to come with two upper bodies, and it's going to be, you know, $200 more, whatever it is, than the regular version. Okay, whatever the extra amount is. And all of a sudden, if you have people buying that version, we look at the overall turnover based on that figure and what it represents, and therefore, because you would be charging it more than Mugen for have the combo version, it would be more than Mugen.
Right.
If you then therefore sell less pieces, which we expect to do, it keeps it higher. I mean, it makes it more viable, if that makes sense. Something to think about. You know, it's something to. These are the sort of design things and choices that go through our mind. Yeah, you know, was Mugen and Jin, but, you know, Mugen is usually the poster boy, but, you know. JB, for a combo pack, that would be two separate figures. This is more like an upper body that's different. Is it Michelle? He's your favorite? So JB doesn't want to have that. Well, maybe what we can do is go full combo, for JB, you could go full combo.
Mm-hmm.
X.
Mm-hmm.
Reg. No. Reg. X.
Mm-hmm.
X plus plus, which is upper body. 2 upper bodies.
Right.
And combo. I.e. two legs. 2 bases. 2 packages.
Wow.
You need to get yourself another Red Bull. You were so perky at the beginning. You're like, oh, what? Do you still thinking about that nip slip?
Still thinking about that TF. That nip slip. Oh.
Yeah, Brandon, we need that Ico combo. Hey, Devon, you know, we have to do a reflection on what people want. Snake could have had a plus plus for those that didn't want 3 bases. Nah, well, no, those are 3 separate figures. It's a big difference between 3. You can't have 3 separate figures and not have their bases. I think that makes sense. Also, because you have to consider the packaging on that would be ginormous to keep it all within the same side. Brenton says you're fading. Right, let's perk you up by talking you a little about. Oh no, we'll do TTs in a minute. That always is it. Yeah, we got Faye. So Faye, you know, obviously Valentine from the Cowboy Bebop series, a bunch of posers. We went through 1.0, 2.0, and it seemed that E was more of a preference. We need to do a little bit more experiencing.
Right? Not the outfit, because A, B, C, A2, whatever it is, had different outfits.
No, they're all the same outfits.
Really?
Same outfits.
Except for
same. The only difference was that she was wearing her shirt up on her shoulders or off her shoulders. That was the only difference.
Okay.
So E seemed to be the more popular one. So we're going to come back with some more refining and say E, and then do some variations of E and see what we can push it to get the one that's the most popular one, and then we can work from that. All right, Brenda. Look forward to seeing your ideas on that. All right, cool. So we are now. That's the week in review.
Right. TT time. TT stands for Temptation Thursday.
It does.
And we have a couple of articles on our blog which explains what is a TT. Right, so by release date. Right, last week's TT, number 89, Ace Combat. TT Never Dies. Currently, that stands at 33 votes for yes and 294 votes for no. It is what it is, but hey, a new Ace Combat game coming out sometime this year, if there's no more delays. So we'll see. We'll see what's next. We'll see. There's going to be some more vehicles and whatnot for TTs. So next one could be a tank. It could be a motorbike or whatever it is. Yeah.
What are the next 3? We got Senua.
Yeah, that's
okay.
Hellblade,
yeah.
right? You know, which is this week's TT.
Yeah.
And then the one after that is going to be Tomba.
Yeah, okay.
And then one after that is going to be Nier.
There was something else I want to do afterwards.
Yeah.
We just want to do 3, right? Full Gore.
Come again?
Full Gore. G-O-R-E. Do you guys know who Full Gore is? If you don't, then that's an issue. Yeah? Anybody know who Full Gore is? Let us know if you know who he is. That's right, Mark. You know what's up. Yeah, Johnny. That's it.
Right. Moving along. Back to Hellblade. Right. Interesting. Overall, 253 votes, 95 votes for yes, and 158 votes to no.
What did you guys think of that? What do you guys think of Senua? Did you vote yes? Did you vote no? What are the reasons? Well, obviously we know what the reasons are. You don't want to buy one, or yes, you do want to buy one. But are you surprised on how it went? How about you, Chocks?
I have no comment for that one. I never.
That's your old school breadwinner, mate. You got fam there.
I never really give comments to these.
You don't. But there's no reason why you can't.
There's no reason why.
As in, what I mean is, well, sure, but what I mean is, I don't mean necessarily about the game.
I don't want to be biased.
Well, but what I'm saying is, you can sort of say, hey, I think this would have done better, or I'm surprised at how it's doing, but not actually say, oh, I like this game or not like this game. That's not what I'm saying.
I'm not surprised then.
Are you okay?
I don't want to.
That shut me up quick.
I don't want to go any deeper than that, because everyone has their own opinion, and I've read all the comments for all the TTs, so
Sure, it's interesting.
Yeah,
and so people are always asking, why do you have no votes? But the no votes are there to really understand the demographics, to understand the likes, to understand what people want or don't want in regards to the community as a general, sort of in general. It's interesting. And also seeing the comments. It also makes me understand your personalities. As much as you can, but we see the same OGs. They're posting, they're talking, and you know what people like. For example, this person likes this type of product, right? I know that Colin, don't see him on here right now, Varcholik, he absolutely loves cutesy stuff. I know he's not on. If he's on here, he's gonna go batshit crazy. Go, no, I only like guts. But as an example, right? I know that this person likes that product or that and this and that, and therefore sometimes it's quite interesting to see, okay, this person likes this kind of style.
I know that person that likes that stuff then ends up contradicting himself, and then
but the point being is, why, Alex Hughes, mate, I know you speak the Nihongo. I know you're loving the Okami line in particular, mate. That's the sort of shit that I know.
True.
Absolutely. I know Michael Lai's first F4F is Mugen. I know he's loving the anime. He was all up for the way he was pushing the it was an old school anime. Which one was it? It wasn't Inuyasha. It was, did we do Inuyasha? We didn't do that one, did we? Kenshin. No, there was a one. It was Yu Yu Hakusho. He is pushing that. Yeah. He's getting his brother involved with that. Jake Mayer, we don't need to talk about that. He knows he's all up for the MHA, but he's doing more stuff. His first products, various suit. Yeah. Callum is loving all the Zelda stuff by default. I know he's based in the UK. He's perhaps going to come over to see us in UK. Nick is loving all. Nick has said he is only interested in anime. He came in for the anime. He came here for the. He actually came in because of Mugen and the announcement of Sam-chan. Jake, he's one who doesn't have a lot of experience with lots of different things, but then is happy to discover. Obviously, he was the one that came in from MHA, all that sort of stuff. So Chris Cruz, he's loving anime. You got some old school ones there, which is cool.
Try me from Kevin.
Kevin's all about the anime. That's easy peasy lemon squeezy. He's all about the guts. Dennis is all about the Zelda. Dennis is all about the Zelda, but he's also been about other things as well. I think, but the old school love is going to be from from that. PP is all about, the Dark Souls, although he's been interested in looking at the guts, but he's also more about the Dark Souls, what is going on. Joshua Harmon is too easy, Attack on Titan, here you go. Victor, I've seen, he's been also, a lot of the animes in particular, I've seen talking about other outside of the club. Now we're going even more hardcore, we're going outside the club.
Oh my god. The things you guys say outside the club.
Now, Prarich, we're not going to forget about him. He's obviously been one of those guys who didn't know about us, and then overnight owned everything, which is amazing.
Custom shelf, filled it up with Zelda stuff. Now filling up with Dark Souls stuff.
So
Kevin Bookbinder, ooh, Kevin,
Bookbinder. He's like all about the Sega. Yeah, and the niche. And don't make it 1/4 scale. Make it 1/6. Oh, sorry, did I?
Where's the Sega fans?
James B was all upset about Bayo. Then it was loving the Metal Gear. Bayo. Oh, Metal Gear. I remember on that reveal, yeah. And but you know, obviously all about those Sega, Sonic stuff, yeah, for sure. But you know, a lot of the different things, and I like it that people start with something and then branch out to others.
Yeah.
So the question is, why do we want to know no? Why do we look at the comments? Because it helps us understand our customer base. That is what it's all. Daniel wants to know, how do we memorize all that? Well, that's very, very simple. We simply are in the club, and we're not just robots and having people pretend to be us. We really are there, and we're looking at all that sort of stuff. So you know, that's what it's about. That's what it's about. Hey Joey, like I say, Joey's all about the Castlevania. He's always asking about Castlevania. He's always asking about Alucard. He's asking about the Simon, all that sort of stuff. I know what Joey's all about as well. There you go. Derek knows what's up. He's got number 2 of the OG line before I even had my partner John, who normally gets number 2. Derek was my partner. He got number 2. So you asked him what is his OG green, red, and I think it's only the green tunic link. I don't know if you got. Do you have? Oh, I guess you do, because of course we sold red and we sold Goron and Zora tunic link as well. So do you have trips 2s? Do you have trip 2s?
Yuri, I'm here for the measurements. I need precise measurements.
Which measurements do you need? So, you know, this is what is up. What is up, Ronald Jacobs? I think it was you, my friend, who was talking about Jin and being sad about that. We had a little bit of conversation about that. Did you see anything about that? I feel like that was a bit of a pop quiz, Chocks.
You did very well there. Sometimes I get overloaded and I can't remember a lot of. I remember them in small chunks.
Yeah.
Yeah, if something like brings up a memory, then I'll remember,
Yeah, John's arrived. He arrived 2 days ago. He's, for the first time ever, he's come during the week. And what's different is he left early UK morning. And it's been to the point where when he does his overnight trips, it's actually been the regular sort of evening time for the UK so he falls asleep and he comes here in the morning. And it basically his sleep pattern's been much better. So normally he's like, feels like absolute like shit for the first 2 days. And he's about as useful as a rock holding down your ship and when it's sinking.
It's very useful today, though.
But today he was pretty useful. He was like all excited and stuff.
Yeah,
it's funny to see his nips come out.
All that creative juice.
Height, width, depth, weight of all Dark Souls lines. You can find all of that out in every single documentary we have done. Yuri.
That's true.
So, yeah. That is what is going on. I've not met Michael, but he's your height, isn't he? Our height.
Michael Line?
Yeah.
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 Our height around about, yeah. Bit taller, I think.
Yes, Denise, you heard hard nips. Even Regan X Dark Link. Damn! OG line all twos. Yeah, the thoughts. Oh, I haven't talked anything about PayPal, but all I can say is, who says we'll be a UK company anymore? Out of the EU. John is actually moving to Hong Kong. We don't have anything in the UK. So that might be the answer for you. Yeah, I need that complete line for Sam Cham. Well, look, you know, as I said, I'm trying to give you guys some ideas of how we would think about doing it. If we were going to do it. You know, is it going to be an example where we have a lot of people who want to buy it after it's come out? Like we had with Saitama? I don't think it was that. I mean, but Saitama numbers were super low. So, yeah. Yeah, Alex Hughes, you know, let's not worry about that UK warehouse disappearing anytime soon. Yeah, that's right, Nana say. There's no ties to the UK anymore or to the EU. John is, as you know, we operate outside of the UK. The only reason we even have anything to do with the UK is because John's there. But he's not anymore. He's leaving. He's coming to work here full time because we're at that stage now where we have to. So that's where we're at. Nice one, PP. Hey, Olivia Jones. How's it going? JB, what he's talking about is the law for EU guys cannot charge extra. Merchants can't charge extra for any type of payment, financial services such as credit cards, PayPal, any of that sort of stuff, which is an EU-based law.
What is it official now?
Yeah, I think so. Nick is saying that he was joined after Saitama, so I appreciate that. And that's the point. That's also the point. Do we have a bigger pool base now that it's coming up after time and it's bigger now? That people now know about us and therefore it can do better? We have to sort of believe that, Chocks.
All we could do is just keep on hoping more and more people join.
That's right.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be an influx
and we're
of
approaching
guts.
and look at that, we're approaching almost 39k now.
Yeah, absolutely. And with the influx of guts coming up soon, in about a month and a half, something like that, end of March, if everything goes smoothly, that's going to be an influx of a lot of anime fans that may also like this, that, and this, right? All right, Chocks, we got some winners.
Yes, last week's hashtag F4F Hell B. Last week, I believe we have 4 winners. 4
winners. All right. Does your name begin with an M? Perfect timing for Michael to arrive.
Yeah.
How's it going? Does your name begin with an M because you are one of this week's winners? I'm looking for an M. Any M. M.
Well, Gabriel only found out about until he was sold out.
Yeah. Michael lied. I'm ready for my prize. Perfect timing, right? I can tell you that the M for Dave says Dave. All right, guys, I'll tell you the first winner is Matthew Nagle. Bada bing, bada boom. Congratulations. The next one is a J. We've got quite a few J's here.
Yeah.
Got Jason Mendoza. We have JB, JC, if she's still there. We have any other J's? And this J has maybe on the stream. Well, I can tell you for sure that he was on the stream, but he has left. What is up, Jake? And that is Justin Slice. He came in to say yo, and now he's left.
Was he? Oh.
Yep. But shh, let's not tell him.
Oh, yeah.
Don't let him know, and then it never. We don't have to give him the points.
Really? Maybe he'll come back later for this week's hashtag.
Absolutely. Next one is all about the D. It's all about that D. About the D. It's all about the D. Yep.
It was.
Nice one. That boy is on a roll. I have the D. That's not what I'm asking. It's about beginning with the D. So the answer to that one is Devon Wenstrom. Who, Chocks?
Yeah. Was participating last week's Who That? And actually took some points away from me.
That boy is on a roll.
Yeah, but...
What did he take from you?
Walked away with 1,000, so that doesn't really count in my books.
So he didn't even get to level 3. He went to level 2.
I don't know why I put level 3.
Yeah, it's your level 2 now.
Level 2 walked away.
Level 2. Level 2. Yeah, let's be clear. Ain't nobody getting anywhere near that 8k. So what are we saying, Jogs? What do we give the option of over 8k?
That's it, wasn't it?
Yeah,
that
I know.
was maxed.
But do we say, right, we fly you over?
After 8k. Why? How do you play the game after 8k?
So 8k is one hand.
One
One coin, one hand. 4 hands.
4 hands, one coin.
So 25%. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we have to, for something like that. It's quite a big difference, right? Double it. 1 coin.
8 hands.
8 hands.
How the hell
you got feet? I got feet.
Just put 8 cups.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. And then what?
They get flown over.
Damn.
Ain't ever gonna happen. They even can't get past. They will get all scared at level 1, level 2. Woo! I'll take my 1,000 points.
That's just to fly you over. The rest you got to take care of yourself.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Hey Candace, is this your first live stream? No.
No
I'm
way.
Sure you've been on here before.
Candace.
Yeah. If I get JB says if he ever JB, I really want to see you do well. Just can you get your ass and win it? Win the who that so you can get on that. Bumped to the next level instantly. That's quite a good idea. Hey Alex, how's it going, mate? Enjoyed your Saitama video. Very, very nice. Very nice.
One hell of a win, isn't it? Bump up to the next level.
Not if you only were like, a couple of points away from it. That'd be the worst video ever.
What about, there's got to be some danger to it. What about if you get taken out of a level?
No, so if we take away points.
We take away, yeah. We'll put you down the level.
Oh, that's...
Yeah. That's... You got to give and take.
There you go. All right, guys. Oh, no, we haven't finished. And last but not least, we got someone with the letter beginning with K.
Could be Candace. Could be Kevin. Any more K's in the house?
KK. Oh, I said a giveaway. It is actually double K. We've got Carl Knowles. Congratulations. Congratulations. I just found out that I need the app to view the live streams. Are you sure, Candace?
What?
Candace.
Candace says what?
You're going to need the app to see it.
She has to use the app to see it. Eh?
Maybe. Add 1,000 points to the big 8K every time someone loses.
Oh, you like top up to
the next it's like if you ever get to the 8K, it keeps going up and up and up. But if that's the case, then we've had like 50 people on the show do it, at least, something like that. Well, we've been doing it for what, 5 weeks? 6 or no?
Way longer than that.
Is it? $58 winners, yeah?
No. Started on...
Yeah, 58 winners. Oh, so in terms of losers, to get to...
Well, I won't say 58 winners, because last week we had 3...
But you're saying every time someone loses, that would make that 50,000, about 58,000 points up for grabs.
On top of the 8K, yeah?
Oh, if you go past the 8K.
If you go past the 8K...
Oh, no. On top of the 8K.
On top of the 8K, and you're going to win that, and you take the whole... It's like the whole sum. Yeah.
It's like the rollover.
Yeah,
rollover jackpot. Yeah. All right, sweet. Where we at? This week's hashtag. What's next week's TT?
What do you call it? Oh my gosh, so much crap. Tomba.
We're gonna do hashtag F4FGL.
What?
Good luck.
GL, yeah. GL.
Hashtag F4FGL for a chance to win 500 all points chosen at random by Chocks. So next week, 2 lucky winners to be chosen at random.
So many terminologies.
Hashtag
this week's hashtag
F4FGL. Denise has got it absolutely bang on. So does Alex.
Hashtag F4FGL.
There you go. That's right, Alex. Tomba next week. Hashtag F4FGL for a chance to win 500 all points chosen at random.
GL. Tomba.
Much appreciated, Candace. All right, sweeties. All right, Chocks. I'm going to keep an eye over here. You keep an eye over there. Let us know what's up. This week's Q&A. Joe Patterson in the house. Congrats on the pre-orders for Artorias SD. Reception, thank you very much. Reception so far seems great. The hype is real. Also want to thank you for setting at such a great price point. You're very welcome. Chase didn't think so. With the new SD line, ideally, how many would you want to pre-order each year? Okay, the answer to that, if you're talking about the SD in general, we want to do as many as we can. If realistically, two to three more this year, if possible. 2 to 3 more this year. 1 to 2 more TFs this year, if possible as well. But the point is, we're going to keep trying, and the following year, it's going to become more and more of a staple. This new line, I hope, will be a big hit. It's something that would look fantastic as a collection. Thank you so much for for that. We agree, and that's what we're really hoping to do. And it's going to start. I'm always so grateful to early adopters who then start having this and then seeing it as a whole. So I appreciate that. James B. What the tourist is up for grabs, and
he's got one more question. Did you see that?
Oh, P.S. How's Phoenix Wright going? 3-3. You're gonna hit it hard. James B. Would the SDRT up for grabs and semi-confirmed time frame for Solaire before the third DSSD? Can we get another line with an? Can we see another line getting a little sneaky sneak? Yeah. Before the third DSSD. No, actually no. You will know the third. You will very likely know the third DSSD as soon as you receive your first RT, because it's going to be in the leaflet.
Gave that one away.
Well, we said it was going to be in the leaflet. In the docu. Yeah, we did. We didn't say what it was. We said it's that.
Are you sure?
Hell yeah. Although who knows anymore? That thing was supposed to be edited, and I don't know what the fuck went on there.
Yeah. Don't talk about that.
Let's not talk about that. It never happened.
Never happened.
If we never mention it, it doesn't happen, right?
On purpose, just to make sure you guys pay attention to the documentary.
Yeah, absolutely, just to make sure that Randy had some material.
Just to make sure that you went past the 1 hour mark.
Exactly. Smooth. Safe. I don't think anyone noticed, John. Michael Santos, can we expect to see the documentary to come within the next several weeks? The answer is absolutely yes. Once Jeffrey has finished taking the photography for Alucard and video and all that sort of stuff, then we can start doing. I can give him the files and he can do that. It won't take him too long to do that. Austin Ball, can we go back into getting more sneaks? And the answer is I agree with you. It's been a this is still the aftermath of NYCC basically hiding all the stuff, giving all the stuff away, meaning we don't have anything to sneak. But also, it's also coupled by the fact that we had so many sneaks just before Chinese New Year. That's because we were going mental to try and get things finished before Chinese New Year. And now it is during Chinese New Year, things are going to be slower. So when we're back at it again on the 3-3, we can have more conversations. Having said that, I've been working on a ton of stuff, 3D development.
3-3 is 3rd of March. Just in case you guys don't know what we're talking about. Yeah,
that's when people started coming back to it. Jake Mayer, hey guys, how sick is Meta Ridley looking? Very. Will he possibly go for order this year? Possibly. 2, did you get an email? Did you email to the right licensor this week? Well, I did email the right licensor last week, but never got a reply because they were out at New York Toy Fair. So I know it was President's Day this Monday, so I allowed for that. And I just hit them up today, again, just to say, did you get this email? So the answer is I have had no reply. Then it's Skip. Hey guys, first off, I want to give props to the F4F ITT for running the SD validation process so smoothly. Totally agree with you. Shout out to the boys, Andreas and Lorenzo. Number 1, how is the Slovakia warehouse working out for you guys? My understanding it's a little bit of difficulty getting in there, taking a little bit longer than expected, but once it gets there, it seems to be a-okay. I think it's going to be a great alternative should we ever have to... this is a great thing to have done in preparation for Brexit. Now, do we want to get rid of the UK warehouse? The answer is absolutely not. Will we ever get rid of it? Well, the answer is we hope not. It just might mean that the UK, and it's happened already, where some stuff goes to the UK in its own dedicated shipment, or sometimes it comes from the Slovakian warehouse because the UK doesn't have a big enough pool. Now, if you consider that Canada and the UK are similar. If we have a Canadian warehouse, we should always keep the UK one because they're quite similar in terms of size. What it does mean, though, there will be delays. Sometimes you'll get your product earlier than others. So other times you'll get it later than others. It already depends on what products can fit the container. But it's on us to start producing more and more stuff.
Yeah.
And I think when we start selling more PVC regulars on our website, and it's going to be like a constant sell, hopefully, trickle along with that, we will have more reason to send replenishments of those onto our website. And therefore, they can use to fill up the space going to those warehouses in the container. Therefore, we don't have to wait just for resin orders. That's my thoughts. Have you talked about adding color red fragile stickers, printed logos to the shipping box? Will it make a difference? I don't think it does. Can we add it? Does it add any cost? I need to check into that. I don't think it will make any difference, but we can see what that means in terms of shipping costs. In terms of the box, does it have much of an impact on the box? If not, why not? Any plans for selling display cases directly from F4F for certain statues? Not naming any company that does. The answer is it's something that I've thought about, and certainly during this downtime, it's something I've been considering. A bunch of other sort of accessories, some of the core lines that we've been talking about as well.
Yeah.
And the answer is, hey, never say never. Number 4, why did the website block some IPs during the validation day? Really don't know. We had a little conversation about that.
Yeah, we had a conversation. The IT team guys are still investigating that, but they reassured me that it shouldn't really be anything from our end. So they have to look into that. And hopefully, as the club grows, more people joining on the live stream, we kind of expect the numbers of those issues to keep going up. But those guys are aware of it, and they're going to keep an eye on it. That's the only information I can go on right now until we have more news.
Brenton Freedy, what's the status of the card holders? We had a bit of a breakthrough today, didn't we, Chocks, on that?
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
Yeah. We certainly got a sort of start. We can customize that in a way that makes it us.
Right.
Yeah. Maybe on the inner surface.
True, can be.
And then that could be a way, bit of class. What's the Ornstein ES next week, please? Please.
I'll write that down, Brenton. Ornstein.
Yeah. Why don't I just say it now? That's not difficult. That's not combo packs and shit. So that's quite easy to figure out.
You sure?
Yeah.
Alright, let's do that then.
Alright, let's do it.
Let's do that then. Let's do that then. Where am I looking at?
Here.
Okay. No.
That's I got to consider. Oh, so I got to consider that as well. That.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys, we have the numbers in at 1.3. Good job, DS guys. Good job.
I typed that
before. Yeah, I heard you finish it. Yeah. Well done, guys. DS guys, thank you so much for stepping up. Ornstein has done a fantastic job at 1.3. Much love. Thank you for the support.
Spaghetti!
Noodle spaghetti.
Spaghetti!
Don't somebody touch my spaghetti! Mamma
Any,
mia!
what's the any famous spaghetti brands? We can get some sponsors with
spaghetti brand.
Yeah, any
They can be there. You mean there?
Ornstein could they could sponsor on that's it, representing Oni Spaghetti.
Yeah, right. So, how does that compare to Artorias? I think RT was 1.4.
1.4, I think, yeah. 1400.
But Artorias was quite a bit cheaper. So we've got to consider that as well. So, yeah. 1.3 for Ornstein. Artorias is 1.4 but cheaper. So overall, you can consider that Ornstein was...
but you just costs.
Well, no, I understand that, yeah, of course. But I'm just highlighting the fact that there are that if you look at the trend, of course, you had 1.4, 1.1 SIF.
Spaghetti House is a restaurant, Michael I.
900, was it 900 for Soler?
Soler.
Yeah. can't remember.
I can't remember off the top of my head.
And then back to 1.3. Good. Excellent.
So it's like RT, Sif.
It kept going this way.
Yeah, RT, Sif,
No, not RT Sif. RT Sif.
Sif. Yeah, RT. Sif.
No, don't do this bit. Just
Alright,
the
so
stuff
okay,
there.
yeah.
RT Sif.
Sif.
Slayer. Oni. Yeah. Where's it gonna go for Mimic?
Trap. It's a trap.
So, you know, once again, guys, thank you so much for supporting that. It really is appreciated. And we've always said that we want to go as deep as people allow us to. Let us keep going deeper. We like to go deeper. How many statues of the... You know, now he's asking for Snake. Mate,
What?
Ornstein was easy because it was 1 star. I need to really look down and look at the numbers for Snake, especially because it's not finished yet. I know that Solid Snake OG and Neon, talking about the camouflage editions, I probably could figure that, but I said figure out the combo packs and all that sort of stuff. 3, one of the plushes one of the plushes coming. That is something to sort of, like last year we were developing the the PVCs. This year was starting to see more of those. This year is going to be about developing the plush, and then next year we'll start seeing more of them come out. 5, has Classic Crash been 100% approved yet, and when should we expect the pre-order? The answer is not yet, and if everything goes smoothly, sooner rather than later. If you're happy and you know it, how many times have you shown it to your kids? Let me tell you, honestly, my kids have been cracking up every single time they see that. Elizabeth in particular, no, and even Spencer starts busting out the, and then Harvey's like, okay, there's only so much time I can take it after the 100th time. It's like, that's enough, right? But it's still going strong, and I've downloaded it onto Kanako's phone so that she can like watch it anytime. The kids can watch it. Not Kanako's not watching it. No, I mean the kids can watch it anytime. But you know, as always, thank you very much for. You know, Randy, you really are one of the OCC jokers, and come up with really witty stuff. So thank you for that. It does bring us, you know, a lot of the, you know, it does bring joy to the club when you do things like that. So thank you so much for that.
Just thinking about it now is.
Except for he's the one who said it's the noodle spaghetti. It was him. About Ornstein. It was him in the Dangalangs.
All right.
Randy, God. Take it back. I take it all back. I take it all back. What else? What else was it? There was what else he did?
God,
he did a fucking Freddie Mercury guts. I'll never forget that either. Randy, you got 2 black marks against your name.
Freddie guts, yeah.
And this is the point. This is how I remember what people like and don't like. In terms of what they're buying, and also if you've done a black mark against me, I see what's up. I remember that shit. Lock that shit down.
Oh dear.
Chris Hildebrand Jr. How come we don't see daily impossible hints anymore? They were fun to try and figure out. You're right, and that's because of NYCC. We're not going to make that mistake again. Just to let you guys know, for Gamescom, it's going to be stuff that we've already shown. Maybe 1 or 2 new things, but basically we'll never do what we did before in NYCC. There was absolutely 0 point to do that. Show all this stuff. You couldn't even pre-order it. Forget all that. We're not going to do that again. It's going to be stuff that people haven't seen, that haven't got in their hands. Sorry, that they have seen but have never received in the wild. That's what we will be showing. Maybe 1, maybe 2 new things. But it's not about showing stuff to take pre-orders there. For the resins in particular. I believe. Although, no, we said it's sort of that we might actually start doing that. Those that we take there, we might just say for those conventions. And we need to be specific. We haven't figured out what we're taking there because it's so far in the future. But what we should do is say, whenever we do a new launch, or we can say this for Alucard, for example. Say, you know, this Alucard is going to be available now. For the next 2 weeks. Plus Last Chance Weekend, plus if it hasn't started production yet, take some orders only at the show. We've got to find a way to recoup the cost, or even come anywhere near to come, because holy shit, did we lose a ton of money at NYCC. I mean, of course, yes, you got to measure, there's goodwill, yes, there's all this sort of stuff, but we're paying the price more than just the financial aspect, but paying the price by lack of, impossible hints, lack of this, lack of that. And it's been pretty tough for us, Chocks, just to try and keep the momentum in the club. Because you guys are hungry, and quite rightly so, and we want to feed you as much as we can. It's difficult for us when we did NYCC. Before that, easy. You want to see this new sneak? Every day I could chuck something in. But now, it's like, oh yeah, well I know what that is. What the fuck are you doing then? Oh, here's a little sneak peek of Alucard. But what the fuck? I saw that shit at NYCC.
Saw the whole thing already.
Why the hell are you showing me a little bloody... I'm like,
that's why I didn't put that hand in there, because they'll never
yeah.
see
Sneak peek on that left hand.
Yeah.
Sneak peek, they'll be like, oh, what's that? I go, that's right, you guys have no idea. So that... JB, you're absolutely right. I will never, ever forget. Of course, meeting you, JB, meeting
Who's JB?
people.
That JB, yeah.
All I know is the first time I met him, he's like, Alex, I'm starving. Get me some fucking sandwiches. Otherwise, I ain't going to set your shit up.
I remember
Is that how it went down?
I remember this dude just like zooming past really fast and did like a sharp 45-degree. Hey, Chocks.
But, absolutely, I will never forget, and it's such an honor, the people that knew about the club, knew about us, and had been following us for many, many years, had some of our products.
For centuries and centuries.
It's something I'll never forget, and it's a true honor, and that I can't put a price on where I can, not as much as the NYC, but to be clear, for sure, that was an amazing experience, and has it put
It's like plane ticket 50 grand, booth 100 grand, meeting club members priceless, right?
You're doing it at Mastercard. Everything else is Mastercard, yeah. So the answer to that, Chris, is in the future when we start building up the what do you call it?
Sneaky sneaks.
Yeah, building up the pool of things that we can show. Then you can expect them coming up more and more. Won't make that same mistake for future cons. Giovanni, any news on Kamina? Almost done. The team came back to me and showed me the changes. I was like, no, just make this change here, make that change there. Next week, 100% we'll submit it. It's looking tighter than ever. When should we expect a jet pre-order? That's a good question. We need to follow up with Sunrise. They've had the samples. I'll ask Kanako to follow up. Chagia, are you on the stream? Follow up with Sunrise, please, and ask them, Spike-san, to Jet-san, wa daijoubu desu ka? If you can ask them that.
好きですか?
好き、とっても好き、or とっても好き。Right, in the off, just in case I do forget. Where's my phone? I'm gonna just WhatsApp her and say,
Watch the stream.
I'm not gonna say watch the stream. Go, yo. Where you at, Chags Kanako? Hit up Sunrise, please, for Spike and Jet. Alright, cool, sweet. Are Elite Knight and Black Silver Knight somewhere behind Nito, or have you given up on them? We want to do them all. There is no ending to them, but we don't want to keep talking about future things so far in the future because it's already a long wait. Do you think it would have been better to give the shampoo line simpler bases to reduce price and potentially increase sales? You know, the lack of success for Saitama and the lack of success... Hey Norma, how's it going? The lack of success for Saitama, the lack of success for Mugen overall is the reason why we're here with Bebop having simpler bases. What was that?
I was listening. She's on the stream.
Oh. Okay. No. Oh, she WhatsApped me, did she? Was it a WhatsApp that appeared?
I don't know. Something popped up. I'm assuming.
No, I was listening. Yeah. Okay. Hi, Jags. Just checking to make sure. How are you doing? Harvey's not there, I'm assuming. Right, so the answer to that is, I'm trying to figure out, I'm trying to get that right. I don't understand. Saitama didn't do so well. Mugen didn't do so well. How do we... I'm trying to tweak that formula. And the reason why we have simplified basis for Cowboy Bebop is because I'm thinking, is it price sensitivity? Is it PED? Price sensitivity, price elasticity of demand is what it stands for, right? So that's more about, is it when you reduce it, you get X amount more? And if you reduce it a little bit, you get, if you reduce it by 5, you get 20. If you reduce it by 10, you get 30. What's the point where it doesn't matter how much you reduce it by, you don't get any more sales? And likewise, what is the inelasticity if you keep going the other way? And we're trying to get this right. And we're thinking, and we have to see.
Yeah, sometimes pricing it more could there's scenarios where you price it a lot more and people feel like, I want to be in that premium club.
But we've never really been known for doing that. Do we go the completely other route? Other guys have been doing it as well. We go $800 for something with amazingly beautiful bases, huge style, massive size, and go, well, you know what? We only need to sell 400 of these. Sell 400 of them, and that will be the same as selling 800 at 400, if that makes sense. And that's a really good example. Which way do we go? I'm trying to go back the other way now. I don't know is the answer. There is no answer. This is some of the things that we have to go through. And of course, our decision processes manifest in physical form 6 months later, 7 months later, 8 months later. And by then, it might be different. And people are like, oh, why didn't you do that? Back then, we'll go, we'll do it the best that we can now. And we don't know what happens in the future. Does it become bigger? Whew. I guess it's not very easy running companies, is it? And it's a Bucci. I'm super excited about my SDRT. Can't wait for the production videos. Much appreciated. Well, we already started with the production videos. We will do more of those. Tristan Tisdale, how many SD guys are you planning on pulling out? We're going to be doing a fair few, as we said, 2 more if everything goes smoothly this year for DS line, and at least 1 more for something else. When can we expect the next pre-order to come out? Well, we were talking about wanting to do Solaire around the time of May, but it might be a little bit too early.
SD Solaire?
Yeah, or it might be the perfect time. People should be receiving their SDs by then, and then maybe do it then, because that's when the game comes out. Maybe in that window of 2 weeks. Maybe that's something like that we could do. So maybe beginning of June. It's a possibility. What do you say, Chocks?
I would say trying during, maybe a little bit early. Still within end of May, innit? Yeah. Yeah,
so beginning of June.
We'll see what the situation is then.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the thing is good to go anytime. This guy's already in PVC form, so it's not like...
We can always, take the time from what we learned from the SDRT and improve on that as well.
Sure.
For Solaire. There's still some things we can always look into.
Okay. Also, can we reserve numbers for the new DSSD line? Sure. Or can we reserve numbers for the new one? What does that mean?
Like, reserve it? As in, kind of my number 2 or kind of my number 10?
I don't understand. You mean for Artie?
For any. For during the new line.
Oh, he also asked, how have the sales gone for RTSD? Well, it's still early days. It's only been a week, and it's doing well. Doing well. Can we reserve the numbers? I don't understand. Well, the numbers. If you're talking about Artorias, it's already, that's based on your validation time.
Same as the resin, first come, first serve.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's based on your timing when you place the pre-order.
Or validated. Cassandra Bennington. Hey guys, any chance of seeing a fluffy princess?
A what?
What's a fluffy princess?
Yeah, what's a fluffy princess?
Isn't there a Sony character called Fat Princess?
Yeah, there's a Fat Princess. I played that game. It's alright.
Wasn't it like Sony All-Star fighting game?
In there as well.
Battle Royale or something like that. Does anyone know what a fluffy princess is? What's a fluffy princess?
Somebody that's fluffy, right?
The first thing that comes up is Lumpy Space Princess. Priscilla from Dark Souls? Adventure Time? I'm not sure. I presume he wants after. Oh, if he means the one after SD, so Alex is the one after RT. Well, then the answer to that, of course you can. Reserve, once you got your number, you reserve it. Authenticate it and you're good. Oh, Brennan says Priscilla? Possibly. No, the answer is to that is, you know, we want to do them all. Fire Keeper, you want to do them all, but there's no point in just sort of saying five years away. We're already into our new renewal for Dark Souls, just for your reference. We've already got a new license for that. That pushes us through for the next couple of years. And then we're going to keep on auto-renewing all the way through that. Daniel Illy, in your opinion, do you think there are companies that overprice their statues? A simple yes or no is enough. No need to call someone up. The answer is yes. Bradley Chatterby King, can you confirm that there... Well, having said that, it's to do with the edition size as well. Yeah, you know, it's to do with the edition size.
Maybe the staff eat steak every day. I don't know.
What do you have for dinner?
Red Bull. It's just Red Bull. And love.
Bradley Chatterby King, can you confirm there will be any Zelda SD figures this year? The answer is, I can confirm that there will not be. Uncle Scabs, is there any plan for Have the Rock statue or PVC? Well, we're only doing, if you mean by PVC, do you mean TF or do you mean SD?
What?
When he says Have the Rock statue or PVC, does he mean SD or does he mean TF?
Right.
Because now that's not clear enough. The answer to that is all nights would be nice. Joshua Harmon, last week you mentioned that while you thought To the Moon was a lovely game, making a statue would be hard due to the graphical style. I totally agree the art style isn't well suited to detail. However, how would you feel about making a statue based on official art for the game? I'll reply to this comment with some few from the images. Yeah, you know, so the the first image that you posted, Joshua, looks amazing.
What? Oh, your game.
My game. But of course, all I can say to that is, as much as I like that, I think that would not do too well in a TT. But, you know, maybe every now and then, one of the perks of running the company is I can slot in a TT whenever I want. To the Moon would be... I don't know if anyone has even... Have you even heard of it?
No. Sorry.
Yeah, no, it's cool. It's a really... You can play
when
it
you
in
say To the Moon, all I think of is Frank Sinatra.
I think of Savage Garden.
Oh, okay.
Fly Me to the Moon and Back. Yeah?
Fly Me to the Moon, yes. Frank Sinatra.
No, yeah, fly, yeah. Yeah, I'm like... I went on the moon and back if you be my... I got a ticket for a... Oh, what the fuck was it? Thomas Lane, when can we expect the Bowser pre-order snafu reward points to be added to our accounts? The answer is when you complete it. We're not doing it beforehand. Kevin Daughtry, when you send an email to a company for the license, is the email simple, we can make statue, can we make statue for things of your franchise? Or do you go into more detail about F4F? What you do, send them portfolio examples of your statues, like a mini portfolio. We have a PDF that we from years ago that we update every now and then when we cold call for people that don't know us. And when we do, we talk a little bit about who we are, how many people, what we do, what licenses we have, and it's a nice little document. It's a nice little sort of presentation about what we do.
Yeah.
Is how we do it. Yeah, you've seen it.
Which one?
Just like a PDF when we say yeah. With these dudes, but we haven't like updated it in years.
I want to do a video. Kind of like a video CV kind of thing. Have you thought about that? There you go, just watch it. This is what we do.
Right.
As in,
well,
like, like updating your CV.
Indeedy. Bloody Great Canyon there. Grand Canyon here. So the answer is a video form. Jeffrey! People want the Majora's Mask updates. They're too busy like filming my updated CV. So the answer is I have a PDF presentation that we give them, and they look at it. They then come back with more questions. Then it's usually, can we see some samples? We usually sort of say, hey, we want to get a license. We really want to do this. Here's what we do. We're going to throw a chunk of change at you, whatever it is, etc., etc. And then if they're enticed from that. But usually, we're quite fortunate, though. It's almost like we get an introduction from other people. Hey, do you know this person from here? Do you know that person from there? Etc., etc. And, you know, of course, for example, how do we get...
So it's like trusted clients.
Right.
Recommendation. Because they have experience. Because in the industry, it's like, you guys, who the hell are you guys? Never heard of you. Are you worthy? You know.
And it gets a little bit easier when you link them to, oh look, there's 39,000 people in a collectors club. Oh look, there's 100,000 on the website, and have a look at all these other guys that we work with. It becomes much easier, and then we get the rat-tat as well. You know, people contacting us, which is great.
And we've got like centuries and centuries of history.
Been around for a while, Chocks.
Centuries.
It feels like we're just getting started, but we've been around for a time.
Centuries.
All right.
Right,
centuries ago, I had hair.
Right, it's like, like a dog's life, right?
Right. Okay. 1 year, 7 human years. 7 doggy years. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the answer is once we get a little bit further down, then the licensing team wants to see. The licensing team goes, yeah. And then they go, we want to see production samples, because then the creative team want to see it, all that sort of stuff. And
goodie bags.
Victor, will future PVCs have LEDs for the exclusives outside of the SD line? You know, it all depends on what we're doing. All depends.
It's just like how we think.
Resins, always. Sometimes there's additional parts, whatever it may be.
Yeah.
Tabitha Martin, would you ever consider having a system where you give points to F4F members on their birthdays each year? Absolutely, we've been talking about that. It's amazing how people are going to be, the day that we start that, it's going to be their birthday as well.
Yeah. Today's my birthday. Where's my points?
The answer is yes, we are going to work and do that eventually.
Tabitha.
Nick Teeves. Hey guys, just wondering about Guts' sword. Because of the size, how is it being made? Well, it's got a rod that goes in the handle, and then the rod has a female slot that goes over it, which is encased inside the big blade. Is there any way to add Puck to the statue? It seems late to ask, but it came to the other day. That would be cool. There is no plans to add that. Add him. Unless you plan on adding him to the Berserker armor Guts statue. Well, the Berserker armor is looking monstrous. No plans to add it for Guts. Later lines, we can always look into that. When do we get a sneak peek of Genos? I've been curious to see what you guys have done for him. Yeah, we should submit that ASAP. Because certain animes have a very large pool of characters, like for FMA, what will determine your decision on making the characters to do which to do? The obvious is Ed and Ein, and then I'm a bit stumped. I believe I actually ran a poll on that way back when, and there were quite a few responses, but that was a long time ago. So that's how I do. I'll poll the group. So the answer is yeah, the FMA's line will last forever if there's enough support for it. Lastly, if there is in last week's recap, you need more encouragement to do Jin and Full. Is that true? Because I don't remember you saying that. I'd love to know so I can sleep at night. Well, the answer to that is,
don't sleep at night.
we want to. You say you want to keep doing FMA. We want to keep doing Guts. We want to be doing, Berserk. We want to keep doing Dark Souls. We can't keep doing it if no one wants it.
Do it.
Troy Blair, when are we going to get the Majora's Mask drop test? Come on, Jeffrey. Good point. Good point.
Hashtag come on, Jeff.
Kurt Griswold, number 1. When does production start for Bowser statue? Let's have a conversation after all production stuff. No conversation about that until we finish, until we start up and see how everything after Chinese New Year.
Club?
What's that?
There's a picture of the flame pointing downwards.
Right.
Posted in the club yesterday.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Somebody grabbed it off from the artist.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, that's the angle we want to do it at.
There you go.
There you go. Have you ever thought about doing a diorama of Hyrule Castle or Peach's Castle? Nope. Especially because I've seen people trying to rally for it, and it's not really been.
I don't know. Norma says we just had a beautiful moment there.
Especially after she said she doesn't give a shit what you think. So now you've had your beautiful moment.
That's fine.
That was last week. This is this week.
See, that was last. That's true. Yeah.
Yeah. It's all nice and cozy and nice.
I totally haven't forgotten. I totally just kind of passed that bit, and you reminded our sad moments.
I told you, I see everything, and I remember. I've got a quite good memory.
You have.
Do you think so? Yeah. Yeah, I do have quite a good memory on stuff that is totally.
On stuff that is
like, you ask me when the Battle of Hastings was, I have no fucking idea. You ask me what that.
See, it's like I know some stuff.
But when it comes to some stuff that was really not useful at the time, like when I was doing like homework and stuff, that shit's not normal. Like I don't care. Who cares what that girl's number is? Well, I've memorized it, right? Right. And I'm good at memorizing that stuff. But this sort of stuff is actually amazing for that sort of ability to remember quite useless information. Has been amazing because it's not useless information in this scenario.
Right.
About people.
Right.
And what they like and what they don't like and all that sort of stuff, and remembering things. It's totally useless outside of this industry or, you know, what we're trying to do. Right? It's almost like remembering gossip or remembering things about people, right? And, you know, I remember things. I remember things. All right, cool. Let's keep on going. Have you ever thought about doing the Guardians for Majora's Mask? It would look amazing if we have 4 of them around the Majora's Mask life-size bus. Life-size statue. That is probably a bit too niche. But if you disagree, RTF. What about the 4 Guardians holding the moon with the Skull Kid on top of that? That would be huge. Indeed, it would be huge. RTF. Alex Hughes asking for MJP. Who did he come back from?
Who?
MJP. He went to Barcelona. He went to Spain.
Yeah, he's already back.
He's back.
He's working on his odd jobs.
Okay.
Making money.
Which Zelda figure needs to be registered to secure the number for Midna? And the answer to that will be Ganon's puppet.
What? What are we doing?
For reg and exclusive version. Okay, let me think about that. Ganon's puppet for X.
Yeah.
Reg is a free for all. No, Reg can be Zelda, I guess. No, what was before that? Yes, Kurt. RTF means Rally the Fans. Hey, Norma, if you want to ask a question, you can always write. I'm going through the list. As long as it's on the list, I will definitely get to it. Chocks, you want to... Oh, we've already got rid of it. How would we do for the regular? Because Ganon's puppet didn't have a multiple line. Didn't have a reg and X. It was an only one. Free for all.
Actually, mine did ask me this question through PM.
I think X, it represents the X, and the regular is a free for all. Unless you combo pack it, as an example, you would have rights. The person who ordered... Here you go, here's the answer. The person who ordered... Ganon's Puppet Zelda, right, and authenticated it, or whatever it is, has the rights to either regular or exclusive TF. If they combo it, when I say combo it, we don't really say call it a combo. If you order the regular and the exclusive, you get the same number. That's how it will work. Aiden Wood. I think that's the best way to approach it. One of you guys said that Alphonse is going to be bigger than a Bowser. Does that mean he's going to be heavier or taller? He's going to be... I need to weigh him, but he's fucking massive. Is he going to be the tallest statue he's made? Well, he's kind of crouching down a little bit, so I don't know if is he going to be tallest. Probably Amy Bus is going to be the tallest, isn't it?
Amy Bus?
Yeah.
Oh, that's different. It's a different thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Amy Bus.
Yeah. Cedric Bardo. Hello, Chockles. Hello, Alex. Is it weird saying instead of Alex and Chocks? Nope, because this is Chocks A. Aren't you guys sick of people asking about the F4F car holders? Yeah, we are, but we had a breakthrough today. Do you think Soleil will ship before or after RTSD? I think it will ship around about the same time. Alex, have you talked to Sega about the release of QDU and the combo pack? Are they okay with it? I have not had a conversation about that.
Sega.
Did you just literally go Sega?
Sega. It's one of those adverts that went Sega.
How is it?
Yeah.
Mark Johnston. What are your top 3 Zelda games? TP, WW, BOT. What are the Chocks yours? Yours is a Link to the Past. You're like a massive fan of that one, yeah? That's like your favourite one.
Yeah, including the DX version, the Game Boy version, yeah, with the extra dungeons or the coloured version.
Right.
Yeah, that obviously Wind Waker as well. Ooh, the last one's going to be a toughie. I haven't had chance to even play Breath of the Wild yet. My Switch still hasn't been unboxed. Christ, I bought that in March.
You bought that like day 1 or 2, didn't you?
Yeah, last year, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's been a whole year. I'm not sure about the last one.
What are the chances of Old Snake from MGS 4 after the MGS line? I'll probably stick more old school, to be honest with you. Is Banjo exclusive Epic? It's alright actually, isn't it?
Banjo exclusive Epic.
Yeah, it's nice. Oh, is it Epic? I don't know if Epic is the word, but it's certainly... It's good.
It's a...
Solid.
Solid. Yeah, so
solid.
A well-rounded package.
Solid.
Yeah.
Solid.
Yeah.
Will the next announcement be at 50k?
Sure.
Yeah. Love F4F, come to me, Majora, soon. Thanks for the support. Cedric Bardo, do you have any news on the F4F card stand holder? Are you sick of people asking about the card? Did he ask that earlier? Let me fucking go back up.
2 questions above.
No, but before that, I'm pretty sure
No,
he was...
says, aren't you guys sick of people?
Yeah, wait, hold on. I think he asked that earlier. Let me ask that. I know. Someone was asking about it.
Minish Cap is a good game.
Is that yours? Or you just... yeah.
Candace.
Mm. Yeah, they're all great.
Yeah, they're all good, yeah.
It's hard to choose. It's hard to choose.
They're all good in their different ways.
2, do you think... 2, Alex, will you be able to lift Alphonse on your own? I know Chocks will be. He's so much stronger than you. And you might need to get him into China to do the drop box.
No.
The drop test. I got a picture of you here. Watch you go.
There's some questions here from a Gail.
Right.
There.
Yeah,
Gail. Is there some more news on Truth on Binder of still up Big N? Thought you guys said there has been progress last time I asked.
Okay, so I can say that Midna has been submitted and we're waiting for feedback. Oh, and news on Persona. What's that? Marcus Moshinger, will there be a drop test video for Bowser? Absolutely. That's going to be... it's going to be easier because it's in 2 parts. 2, my returning question. Now after CNY, any updated pictures of the Bowser phase? It's not after CNY. CNY is over in Hong Kong. It lasts for 4 days. In China, it lasts for a month. It's not like it's not like American, also not like Western New Year, which is 1 day. Chocks.
Link's Awakening, yeah, I remember that. That's one. Link's Awakening.
Yours.
The X version on the Game Boy.
So did you like? Because it's kind of similar to Link of the Past.
It's basically similar. Very.
Yeah. So did you play that?
Yeah, I did that.
Did you like it?
Yeah, I really liked it. Yeah.
You, Chocks.
What, me?
Yeah, you.
Who's asking?
Sarah.
Sarah. I'm glad you had fun with your nightmare.
Well, it will bang having
Bang,
fun with
yeah.
that,
When Alex goes to cool places like Vegas, leaving you behind to watch the shop, does he bring anything back for you? Yeah, you brought me something back last year.
Well, we were trying to play. Wait till like fucking play some.
What?
Fucking,
Play what?
the Vegas cards. What's the Vegas?
You bought some cards from Vegas? Oh, yeah.
You guys fucking pushed away from playing some poker.
Look at that. That was last year. We did use them, didn't we? Not? Did we use them?
Well,
We
we did. Yeah,
we used
did,
these to play, right?
Yeah, Mark's coming back, so can you guys stop? Can you guys stop wimping out of the game?
Yeah, this guy brought me up, from Las Vegas. He could have brought me some poker chips or anything like that, but he ended up bringing me something even better. An official, a blue journal.
You remember that?
Yeah, I've got it.
Yeah. Well, yes. And you've never opened it.
I've opened it, but I don't want to use it because it's nice and stuff. Yeah, it's a nice.
You
gift,
remember that, but you don't remember the chocolates I get you? Chocks, I'm upset.
You mean the chocolates you bought from the airport?
Yeah. Was the airport in Vegas?
I remember those, like mint flavoured.
Yeah, you didn't like them. They were a bit nasty, weren't they?
Yeah, they're a bit cheap and nasty. Yeah. Tacky chocolates.
I got it from Vegas. What do you expect? I mean, what is up, Sarah?
That's it.
No, keep going.
Oh my God, see more. Has anything posted during that 24 hours of wild abandon caught your eye? 24 hours? Hasn't been 20. It's a whole week. This guy's been posting every day pretty much. A daily update.
Maybe he's talking about maybe she's talking about the flight.
Right.
Amount of
the flight.
Maybe.
Don't think there's anything. I can't remember that. What day did you fly?
No, he's just saying. She's just saying. Do you
stop calling?
Yeah, I know. Sorry. Does he being me?
Right.
Yeah. Oh God, you're confusing me now. As in, do you do anything?
Did I do anything during
when I'm away?
When you're away
on the aeroplane.
Probably in the club, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So. Probably in the club at the time. What was that? How's Miss Anne's land looking?
That's Morrigan.
Morrigan. Chris. Yeah.
As I always said, Chocks. I remember this shit.
I don't remember the surname. We just always call her
Morrigan.
Morrigan. Yeah.
Randy Gerards, do you write all the numbers on the bottom of your statues yourself or only the named ones? I do not write any of them myself. Somebody does.
Yay, Callum. They caved in and bought Artie.
Much appreciated, Callum. Thank you so much. MJP, hi, Alex and Chocks. I'd like to ask us a question about vaulted statues. Could it ever happen that, say, 300 people sign up to pay 50% NRD on a vaulted statue, that some of these could ever be made, judge death? I've seen other companies set numbers of 200 to 300 pieces and that's it. I was just thinking this could run alongside the new system of buying, but just for those few hundred who want a particular statue, that doesn't meet your higher numbers that you currently demand? 300 pieces is going to be a more well, because if you go for a one-off, you have to start renegotiating licensing deals, because we haven't been working with 2080 for many years. So the answer, and also it's quite complicated, that is, because there's already other people working on that as well. But I like the whole idea of vaulted statues having almost like a Kickstarter, perhaps. Quite like that idea, but it's also a little bit visual on, it sort of puts the license under the spotlight, and not in such a favourable way as well.
True.
Timothy Milano. Can we see another piece of Genos? Also, any updates on MHA? Yeah, Genos, we've already done the sculpt work on that. It's time to submit that. And MHA, nothing to report apart from we have tried to email and we will see if we can get this back. Joshua Harmon. Just wondering if you had a chance to watch any of MHA yet, if for no other reason than to understand why it has such strong support in the club. There is something special about it, has to be experienced to understand, it won't be able to get just by having it described to you. The answer to that is Chocks has done that. Kanako has done that. I haven't done that. She's watched MHA.
She's watched MHA.
She gave it the thumbs up.
She watched all of it.
All 3 seasons? I'm not sure about all 3. Kanaks!
2 seasons.
Chagia, 3 seasons? Or 2 seasons?
First season's coming in April.
Okay. Chagia, have you watched both seasons of MHA? I know you
mentioned that, didn't she?
Yeah. Yeah, so I haven't had a chance to do that. But certainly, Chocks gave it the thumbs up. Kanako gave it the thumbs up as well. And at the end of the day, as I said before, I am a conduit to what you guys want. And if there's enough of a voice saying that they want something, I'll look into it and go after it. When it comes to the time to actually, if we actually are lucky to get the license, then that comes the time, the research phase, and that's
if
really...
we do that, I know which TF to do.
TF?
You know,
Would we go PVCs?
PVC TF.
We would PVC it? For MHA?
Well, we do resin, we do everything,
What,
right?
what you do MH?
I'm just saying, if we do
TFs,
if there's a PVC for it, I know which TF to do.
Would you SD it?
Would I SD it? The whole thing? Could do.
Lauren Cook, any thoughts on more Star Fox items? We only have the R Wing and I'd like to have more. Let's do a TT on that.
Yeah, that's on the TT list.
Right. Robert Elliott, Shaker Slate, Rider Link, True for Midna, Phoenix Wright, Ami PVC, Shiranui, Chibaratsu, Meta Ridley. How are they doing and where are they? I want them. Thank you for indulging me in my rant. Okay, the answer to that is with me to be painted again. Need to tweak the 3D, but almost done. Submitted. Yeah. We're going to be reworking that on 3.3. Ami PVC, I'm back here now at TF. Ami TF is fine and proceeding. Shiranui is coming along to be submitted. Nothing in development.
I hope he knows which one you're pointing at.
You know, that's the way it is, mate. Randy Giraz, when doing the documentary, do you prepare club questions and answer up front? Yeah, sure. We have it on a piece of paper. Do we prepare it? I mean, we don't sit there. Only just what happens usually. I go, Chocks, send me the list of the questions, and then I look through the list of the questions. Sometimes they're asking stuff that because we ask for the questions a long time in advance. That is not relevant. And then I go through all the ones that we think make sense and how it's going to go to the discussion. Then I ask Chocks, I'll arrange it in an order that helps go through the flow. And then I'll give it to Chocks, who prints it out, and then we ad-lib it.
Kanako, Titan?
Titan? I didn't say Attack on Titan. We're talking about
Titan?
MHA.
I watched all.
Talking about MHA, My Hero. Boku no Hero. Boku no Hero no Academia.
Titan? Which Titan? The side story Titan?
No,
did you know there's a side story Titan?
Is there?
Yeah.
I know Cheggy has watched all of Attack on Titan.
Yeah? Cool. But there's also like a side story, the Attack on Titan, they go to school. A bunch of them go to school in like SD form.
Really?
Yeah. And then is, I don't know, it's a bit meh.
Cringing at your Japanese accent.
Who said that? Alex.
I'm trying to think of some rude words, but there isn't actually very many rude words in Japanese. They're all very timid.
Yeah. It's how you express it.
Hey, Chag, how do you say "fuck you" in Japanese? Let me know. Only kidding. Only kidding. No, yes. 私の日本語すごいですね。
すごい。
You're laughing at my accent as well.
Season 1 only, yeah.
Ah, she hasn't seen season 2 yet. Okay. Cool.
Season 2's good. To watch it.
Keep going, Chocks. In terms of, do we prepare the answers up front? Absolutely zero preparation. If we prepared that shit, do you think we'd be rambling for an hour and a half? Yeah, absolutely every single from the very beginning have never, ever prepared any answers in advance. It's just been off the top of the head, riffing, not a single thing scripted whatsoever. Yeah. And obviously it shows. Ryan Gerards, when Aqua was done and you're in the factory, can you please put 2 of them next to each other and run past them so they all go off? Yeah. All right, cool, we'll do. That would be cool.
Oh, running down the factory line. Oh my god.
That would be a great idea. For Orny, do you already know which piece goes in which of the boxes? I think we had a discussion, didn't we? But we still need to look at making sure that's okay.
Blake, GL is not Gurren Lagann. GL is good luck. Hashtag F4F good luck.
For Tomba. Will Guts come in 2 boxes as well? Do not know.
Oh, way too early, Randy.
Anthony Lizard, aren't too many dioramas F4F has made. Is there a reason? Like it costs a statue, potential low sales. I personally have dioramas. It could have been a memorable scene. It satisfies when people might spit on the character. The answer is, yeah, you know, we can look into doing that more as we start bringing in 1/6 lines that have more diorama feelings to it. It's a possibility. Candice, any updates on the MHA? Nope. Chocks says the first 10 people for the shoutouts, and we're gonna hit it off with James B. How's it going? Shout out to you. Ryan Rustello, how's it going? We got the Cassandra B. Look at that tag team. You see that? James B tag teams in Cassandra. Yeah. She's the 3rd one in. So shout out to the power couple. Derek B. How's it going, mate? Shout out to Timothy Milano. Shout out to Brenton Freedy. How's it going, Cedric Bardot? Yes, I am getting sick and tired of the card holders, and we will sort that out. Chris Hildebrand Jr., how's it going? Amanda Kirby, bada bing, bada boom. To Kevin Starr, how's it going, mate? All right. Troy Blair, did Nintendo give a thumbs up on the 4th possible Legend of Zelda statue? Any updates on True for Midna? The answer to that is
4th possible Legend of Zelda.
Came back with comments and submitted it back. And no updates on True for Midna apart from the fact that we've now finally submitted it. Finally finished Persona 5 the other day. Any updates on acquiring the license? No updates to say for now, but let's just say that it's becoming more and more interesting. Robert Elliott, inside a locked room, Mary is found dead. She was alive and well when she entered. The room is empty save for the small pool of water Mary is lying in, and some shards of ice. Despite the water...
Shards of glass.
Sorry, shards of glass. Despite the water and glass, there was no visible signs of injury to Mary. She did not drown. There was nothing wrong with the air in the room. Nothing odd in the room. Mary did not die of old age or starvation, nor due to poison or disease. How did Mary die? She... And some shards of glass. She's alive when she entered. The room is empty, save for a small pool of water Mary is lying in, and some shards of glass. Despite the water and glass, there was no visible signs of injury. There was no injury to her, and she did not drown. No visible signs of injury to her, and she did not drown.
I think I've kind of read this before, somewhere.
She did not die of old age or starvation, or how did she die? Did she... It's... Well, it's clearly... Well, not clearly. She has the Ebola.
What?
She has the Ebola. Oh, it comes in as a instant it just appeared on my screen.
Oh my god.
Colin wrote that. So, you know, I think whenever you talk about having water under someone, it's always because it's ice. That's why I said ice. It's always like it was a block of ice. So she didn't stab herself. The only was like she's hanging from a rope. She's like, obviously that's obvious because she'll be like drowned, but she's lying on the floor. How is she dead?
And there's nothing wrong with the water, right? I'm assuming.
what Josh said. Anybody have any idea of how that went down? How did she die? She has the Ebola. A brain aneurysm. She froze to death. Froze to death. What is the ice about? So what's the glass about, I mean?
Why are they saying brain aneurysm?
Not sure. Water was ice before, that's for sure. Yeah, but I don't know. Yeah, the water was ice before, but how... You know, normally if it's like she's swinging from the rope and it's like, how did she...
What, was she drinking a slushy and then she...
But she said no poison or disease.
No, it's like a ice slushy. She drank that. I was like, oh, brain hurts or whatever, yeah. And then she just dropped dead, and then then the ice melted.
Gonna have to think about that.
She died waiting for an Attack on Titan.
Or the eyes. Well, yeah, I can agree that if you're talking about icicle and she stabs herself, but she says there's no. Did not die of old age or starvation. But how did she die? Well, yeah, sure. Clearly, then if it was still an icicle, then she like stabbed herself in the neck. Fine, yeah. But it doesn't. I thought it was like. There's nothing. Yeah. So this is the point. There is no visible signs of injury to Mary, so she didn't stab herself.
Maybe she was sucking on that ice for too long. That popsicle.
There's nothing wrong with the air in the room. There's nothing odd about the room itself. She slipped on some ice while looking at herself in the mirror.
I think everyone's on the stream just too busy talking about MH, MHA.
Slipped on some ice while looking at herself in the mirror. Head concussion and died implies that she's like looking odd. I mean, she's like
a heart attack,
visible
usually,
sign.
Yeah, usually it would be a heart attack.
That's a visible sign of injury to me.
Yeah, dehydration because she dropped her glass of water.
Nah, it says she didn't die of old age or starvation. If you're going to say that, you know, maybe you have to be specific about the drink. I mean, whether or not that includes that as well. Don't know. All right, me again, Cedric. Couple therapy time. Alex, is there something Chocks does that you don't like? Same question for Alex and Chocks. Yeah.
Is there what?
Same question for Chocks about Alex. Yes, he dissed my SD concept today.
Oh my god! You still got a grudge.
I told you.
You still got a grudge.
I don't forget shit, mate.
Hey, but think about it. If we didn't discuss about that,
yeah,
that topic wouldn't have led to something which John got involved
all lips with.
Yeah, which wouldn't led to whatever, and then which wouldn't have led onto card holders.
Nah, mate. This is my fucking concept. And then your answer, your question, Chocks.
I don't know. Everything.
Everything I do. 2, would you make an alternative head sculpt for some bruises for Joker in his high school uniform? Basically, the reg have an additional head and the X won't. Maybe the original head for combo pack, pick for reference. Sure, why not?
So you want some... You want to give him some makeup?
The beard! Let's say the fans demand that the next 2 F4F SD PVCs be statues of Alex and Chocks, and both of you agree to license yourself to F4F. What poses would you each choose for your DS line? Me, I'll be definitely be doing DX time. What? DMX time.
Ah, okay.
What would you be doing? Drinking a Red Bull?
Which one is this? Is this what
the beat?
Yeah, the Castlevania question.
What? Number 1.
Yeah,
what?
Is it the same one?
He's totally edited it. Yeah.
He's edited it.
I edited it 1 hour ago. I have to refresh it.
I need to refresh it. Do I? Who
no, it's me because I don't see that one from him. Let me
David.
The bead.
Yeah, the first question is the popularity of Netflix Castlevania series.
I didn't have that, so I need to go into. He updated it afterwards. Has the popularity of Netflix Castlevania made you think about Trevor Belmont statue, or would the says of Simon Belmont too low to consider Trevor? The answer to that is Simon was incredibly low. I'm looking forward to seeing how Alucard does, and how popular was the Netflix Castlevania things? It was quite short.
It's short, yeah.
And how popular is that? So what is the popularity? How do you judge that? How do you measure that?
I look forward to the second season. It's supposed to be much longer, 8 episodes or something like that. And apparently there's a rumor going around on the internet that, you know, Konami may be working on a new Castlevania game.
Right. That'd be cool.
That'd be interesting, yeah.
So what's the answer to your SD character?
What's the SD? Well, second question.
Yeah.
What pose would each of you choose for your... What's this?
If fans demand to do an
SD for us?
Yeah.
Pose?
So we're going to Red Bull, surely?
Probably, yeah. I don't have any other pose. Laters!
Yeah, that's a pose. Push!
I'll go do that.
Yeah, combo pack,
Yeah.
otherwise
I'll go.
don't leave us hanging. That's a good one as well, yeah. Shit, we got quite a few.
We got a few there.
Yeah.
Switch out arms. You'll never know what we're wearing underneath, like our lower bodies.
Absolutely.
Because all you see is that upper torsos.
What would be the difference about the exclusive editions of your SDs? Well, you just said switch out parts.
Yeah.
Switch out parts.
Edition, the exclusive would be our lower parts be combined with all the IPs we have. So,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Cynthia Martinez, what anime would you guys personally like to make statues of? Has this been asked before? For me, let's do it with Mononoke. Chocks?
Oh my god, too many.
Too many. Cedric Bardot, during the testing time before the Who Dat, I give it a try before you show the picture, but you see it after you show the pic. If by miracle I get it right, would I still be the winner? Sure. Well, I don't. The first time I do the pic, because I'm not sure about the delay on how that is. It's going to be quite split second. I don't really pay that much attention to it. But you know, you can spam the hell out of it when I start showing the initial image, and the initial image is always going to be something kind of like hard to see, like a black square or something like that. Also, it's Pikachu.
Well, it wants to jump the queue.
Yeah, Brennan Wynn, is the latest season built into the Okami LSB or is it separate? It's built into it, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's built into it. I was hoping to use it to display other statues, like a statue of the week of my house. That's a good question. I think it's built in, yeah.
I believe it is.
Yeah. Marc-Andre Duchamp, last week you said you were up and down on Darksiders having 500 volts. However, I went to check the pass ETs and War is at 603, and that's not including Death at 558. And compared to the other statues we aren't so far in terms of 603. The problem is the split. The split is doing my nut in. The 1/4 or the 1/6 and horse. Yeah, that's sort of what stopped me in my tracks, to be honest with you. Don't know how to get past that. There's no consensus. Raphael, so those numbers all of a sudden go halved. Then all of a sudden I'm looking at 300 of each. I don't know. Raphael Darwin Joraz. Will Banana be up for pre-order this year? Fingers crossed. You know, it's really, really tough, that one. Really, really tough, that one. We got approval to go back into the next physical stage again, but that's still just very, very long journey. Very, very long journey. Do you benefit more from someone ordering an exclusive over a regular? No. Same. But most people are going to order their exclusive. Johnny De Jesus, hello guys. So that post about Samurai Champloo's Jin, are you planning on moving forward with the Combo X extra torso head idea? I'm totally up for any which way it goes as long as we get Jin. I'm just saying it's too early for me to say at this stage. I need to sort of think about it a bit more, but just to say that's what I would go in that scenario. Will Fool be going through the same process getting a combo for her as well? Fool would be I need to think about that as well. She's not as obvious for a combo, and it's like Ica. How do you figure that out and that sort of stuff? Like, to try and create a combo when it's not that obvious, it's kind of a little bit hard. But we need to think about that. How is Persona 5 day and night combo idea coming along? PS Joker went through 900 votes. Well, you know, the day and night was just something that we sort of talked about. I haven't really sort of given much thought about it, apart from, you know, when it comes to the research phase, if we were to be lucky to get the license, then that's the time to sort of really start thinking about it. But that would be a great way to deal with that license. JB, what is Harvey's favorite statue? He always. What
is he like now? He went through a phase of, obviously, he likes Pokemon, right? Then he went through a phase of liking Kirby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did he say he wanted me to bring back? He was like, "Can you bring which one? He's like, Daddy, can you bring me Artorias?" He said. Not SD. I don't think he's seen the... Oh, yeah, he's seen the SDs, but I think when I did the video of Artorias, he said, "Can you bring that?" I was like, Artorias was something crazy massive. I was like,
"Nah, mate. What, a resin?"
Yeah. Or it might have been even King of Red Lions. Oh, I can't remember. I'll ask him what is what it is.
Not Bowser. Something crazy.
Bowser, you know, he's now started playing quite heavily into Mario Odyssey right now. Yeah. So he didn't really have that much of... as much as experience. Like, he couldn't... So, I don't know what happened. Like, it's really amazing when you watch the kids. They start... And they're like, so shit at doing, like, a jump. You get, like, a platform. Like, dead, dead, right? And all of a sudden, I turned around and looked, and he was fucking caning Kirby. And that's slightly cheating, because you just, like, jump over, and then you, like, hit a button, you float your ass over it, right?
Yeah.
So that's probably a good way to learn. Then he started learning a bit more and more, and now he can... So when he was doing Wii U, Mario, he was shit. I kept dying, right? But then he started doing Kirby, and then he could do, like, really, really well, quite skillfully do...
I don't know, I think he's starting to get to that age where his hand-to-eye coordination is getting much better, because I remember I was around about that age. You know, you're very good at games then, and obviously once you get older and older, sometimes how was I that good back then compared to now? Yeah. I think he'll get better for sure.
Are we not going to talk about the time I schooled you at Doom?
Doom? You didn't school me at Doom.
Hello, someone was the fucking teacher and someone was the student, mate.
Oh yeah, it's like, "Oh, Chocks, can you just come in here for a second? Have a go at this level."
No, mate. What are you talking about? When you fucking when you got on Sandy's machine, and I bloody came on, I fragged your ass.
What are you talking about? How many hours did you spend on that game?
Maybe.
And I was like, "Oh, Chocks, just put Doom on there."
Minor details.
And I'm like, "What are the keys?"
Nah, man. FPS is FPS, yo.
Nah, man. It's different. You put the old Doom on. You remember what that looked like?
Of course I bloody remember what that looked like.
You know where the keys are? You know where the keys are?
I share the shit out of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was no mouse scroll looking up. So one thing. Right. Billy, how the hell did we go from JB asking about Harvey to us having an argument about Doom? Billy Ogle. How's the production of various suit? Are things looking good? Any idea of possible finishing date? No comments. 3-3. Nothing happening. Liam Thomas. How are sales for RTSD going? Very nicely. What percentage of total sales do you see coming from the Last Chance weekend? Probably about a 5 to 10% bump. I know you were disappointed with the sales of Simon Belmont, and I thought it should have been done better. What statue did exceed your expectations sales-wise? Ami. Where did that come from? Amazing. 4. What was Ornstein's edition size in the end? 1.3. No problem for the questions. Any time. Randy. When will we meet the new front-end developer? When will you meet him? There is no front-end developer. I mean,
you meant the website, right? I believe.
Well, the guy's name is Man, and he's still in his sort of getting to understand, like, you guys do what? Why? What do you mean you put numbers on it? I don't get it.
Hurry up!
What do you mean you only sell it for 2 weeks?
Man, this ain't like bloody intern like.
No, it is. You got to.
This ain't work experience. You don't come here as like sit down like spend.
There, you have to know about. You can't just fucking go in and start developing without knowing about the company and what it's doing and why it's doing it. And that has now been 2 months, and now it's time to. John is going to be like, okay, so let's
right, you had your 2 months work experience.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah. I'm just kidding, man. You never watch the stream anyway, so.
Does Jake Mayer, does every worker who makes the statue get an employee discount? If so, how much? Are you talking about every worker, i.e. F4F guys, or are you talking about factory workers? Factory workers is nothing to do with us.
They get it for free.
If no one's looking.
If no one's looking. What they do, right? They'll go into the toilets and chuck it out the window, and then they go around the outside, around the back.
That's how they do the internal drop test, isn't it?
Yeah.
If you're an employee of F4F, the discount is exactly the cost of the piece. So whatever it costs the company is the cost to the employee. Anything, Alex Hughes, anything about the Yu-Gi-Oh line? Nothing to report for now. Jesse Herrera, why don't you guys do payment plans all the way up till release dates? That way I can jump on the Snake combo when it reopened. I'll jump on the regular Solaire now if there were payment plans. And if there's 3 month... so the answer to that is you can't jump and start paying payment plans on waitlist because there's no guarantee you're going to get the product, if that's what you're talking about. I know it's like we're losing out, of course, but we can't sell you something that we don't have. Kurt Griswold, will you guys ever do picture art for the statues you make? Because I love to have something like a poster behind my statues. Yeah, we do exclusive. We do art prints.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ashley Liang, anything yet for Truth or Midna? I'm hoping we're gonna get some news next week. Colin Walchilic, where's my guts? End of March, as you know it. You know what character you should make from Berserk. Adon Koblowitz, everyone's real favorite character.
Right.
Top of the list, mate. Top of the list. Chris Cruz, can we have a tiny puck added to Guts X or Belit? Nope, no changes on Guts. It's already expensive as hell as it is. Adding anything onto it is just going to keep going higher and higher and higher. We just really can't do that.
Hey Kurt, you just asked how would I get the art print. I want one from Majora's Mask.
Ah, no. We try to make we actually did make a Majora's Mask. Hey, Adrian's in the house. How's it going, Pops?
Hey.
We actually made one and it's voted. It was denied. It looked super sweet.
Yes, Josh. It's very nice to see the DS line doing well overall. I mean, there's always going to be a piece that's going to have the lowest numbers, right, with any line. So hopefully overall there's more high numbers, yeah, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So, you know, let's say Mimic comes out, that could be the lowest number, but, you know, we still got products in development after that, and, you know, it might be a low number for that line, but if you compare it to other lines, it could be higher, right? So even if, let's assume worst case scenario, Mimic only does 600 pieces, right? So that's the lowest of the Dark Souls line. But when you look at Dark Souls, when you look at 600 pieces and compare it, I don't know, to Fighter Kirby, then, you know, there's your common sense there. You know, doesn't mean it's a bad line, a bad phase for the Dark Souls, if that makes sense, yeah?
Chris Cruz, I know you said you wanted to look into connecting bases again in the future, but possibly use that idea for series that require simpler bases that aren't as detailed. Yeah, you know, all that sort of stuff is possible as well, but it's also sometimes limiting and restricting. It needs a lot more thought. Michael Pilot, hey guys, hope you're doing well. I'm so glad people are asking more questions about our boy Alfonso in the stream. Word spreads. It does, mate. I know you've always been pushing for that, Michael. Quick question about the SD line before we get to the real stuff. Oh my god, there's a Seymour. Shit. It's a lot of questions.
Oh my god, yeah.
I thought we were almost done. How are we here for a 3-hour stream when we didn't even do anything this week?
Oh my god, it's been 3 hours.
Yeah.
Oh, I should have bought another can of Red Bull.
You know it's always 3 hours. Min. Number 1. As I purchase RTSD, will my X number be guaranteed for the DS Lite if I want to get all my SDs? Yes. 2. As you talked earlier about how massive Alphonse would be, can you mimic the size of your arms if you were holding him? No, his base is like...
Holding who?
Alphonse. His base is like that big. And himself is like...
Pick him up from the armpits like a baby.
If I got your answer on that post, you know that one post about someone asking for news on Alphonse is basically no go before mid-March, right? Or is there silver hope we can see something before like the out of the blue, like bam, here's Alphonse's head or something like that? Well, have you actually seen, Michael, have you seen the 3D image and have you seen the printout? Have you seen those? There have been some images before we got the Smackdown. Number 4, as the law of alchemy is that to obtain something or something of equal value must be given, is there something that as a community we could offer to obtain a visual of our boy? That's a great idea, but the answer is license says no. 5, since it's the year of the dog in China, can we get an FMA SD line where we have a boy with our other boy Hayate? And the answer is let's get the, I feel like we need to get that line up and running. It's been a while since we announced it and I feel it's a little bit too long to doing that. Will you use what you learned with Artorias to make Alphonse's plumes of hair? Oh yeah, sure, separate it, and that's even thinner, super thin it goes, and it's super long, so absolutely they're separate pieces. JB, blanking in memory, but what was the problem with the Luigi's Mansion that I'd require a whole separate license for the Mario line? It's the line that we do is evergreen. Actually, it's hard to argue that when we did Cat Mario and Tanuki Mario, so it's not quite evergreen stuff, but one of the things that we tried to do for Mario and Yoshi back in the day was to go Super Mario Sunshine with the flood, but that wasn't accepted. So I would expect the same thing to be for Mario. I don't know. That's maybe for Luigi. That's probably a conversation to be having face to face with Nintendo at Vegas. When can we Nana say? When can we expect Sakamander's PO? Can't wait to see the Commander's Office environmental base, and the answer to that is it's all black, baby, all black, baby, and probably 3-4 months, something like that. Do you have any DMX moments coming up soon? The answer is NYCC covered all of that. Joshua Harmon, almost want to say Attack on Titan question. If you were to pursue a Himalayan characters, would you be more inclined to 1/4 scale or 1/6? 1/4. Boom, done. Bada bing, bada boom.
Yay!
Hit that button for test, guys, because it's time for Who Dat Who Dat. Hit that button for test tease. It's all about a who dat who they.
Nick says, like I said, anime is perfect for SD. Look at, company names, etc. They work well. Just got to get some resin pieces out first for each line. Norma goes, just hope they don't lose focus for the resin lines.
Well, the answer to that is we have a bigger team to handle the additional stuff. We're still very, very committed, of course, to the resin lines. It is our bread and butter, but we need to have more than one pillar.
Found one yet? Everyone pressing test? Not pressing test. Everyone typing the word test. Test. Colin says, anime's got enough PVC.
Alright guys, here we go, it's time. In 3... You saw who it was, yeah?
Huh?
You saw who it was, yeah?
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Okay, I need the full name.
The name's really long, guys.
I need the full name, guys. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Let's make sure it's showing properly.
It's really long name.
In 3, 2, 1. Who that?
The character. It could be a movie star. It could be a anime, character. It could be a game character. It could be one of you members in the club.
Could be.
A very long name. No, it's not a white screen. There's some images there.
Yeah, it definitely is. Who that? Mewtwo. Ezio Auditore da Frenze. Red spaghetti.
I see a white screen. Miss White from Norma. Oh wait, from Norma. Hellboy.
It's my scarf. Amaterasu, Eggman, Vash.
Boo. From Kurt.
Who that? Is it over here? Negan. Taba.
Batman. Scatman.
Alright, let's make it a little bit easier, guys. It's going to be easier now. Here we go.
Yeah. That there.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Here we go.
They should know it.
There you go, guys.
They should know it.
You reckon?
They should know it.
Let's see if we got anybody from that.
No, honestly.
I think they're going to think this is going to be this.
I don't think
they're going to think it's this. They're going to think that's that.
Yeah, I know. They're not going to know it. Just on that last picture.
All right. How about that? Some good questions. And remember, we need the full name of the character.
Full long name.
Absolutely.
Long name.
All right.
All right.
Here we go, guys.
That's it.
We got it.
That's it. Hold on. Look where I'm typing first.
Yeah, we got it.
Hold on. Here.
Here.
Here. Yeah? No?
No, it's...
No?
Oh, yeah.
Are we agree?
We agreed.
Yeah?
Right there. Travis touchdown. No more heroes. I was trying to do it for JB to get on there so that he said he was going to go all the way to 8K. I'll try my best. So we have the first two winners. We have Michael Pilot and Josh Mizrahi, who was just very, very right after was Nanase, who just missed out, according to our stream. Chris says, I said no more heroes. We need the name of the character. Michael, Michael has done it before. And he got like, Michael Pilot, he got fucking mashed, level 1 and died.
Let me see.
Yeah. 57 recently. I remember.
Recently,
yeah, I remember saying I was going to give him a free Alphonse and let him see it and like tell everyone about it. But nope, he didn't even make it out the starting team block.
Has Josh played?
Mizrahi?
Mizrahi? Mizrahi.
Oh!
OG!
Josh! He is the
second game.
Third player to ever play.
Yeah. Level 2 and walked away with 1,000 points.
Ooh. Ooh.
Bringing back memories, huh?
JB, it was totally catered towards you because you were the one who said you were going to hit the 8K. He's like, nah. I was thinking travelers, but I'm like, nah. There's no way I'll be that lucky and cater towards me. It's like, totally for you.
You should know from that outfit.
Absolutely.
When you saw the little stars.
Damn. Let's see that one. You played round 1. You played round 2 because the original one was 3 p.m. He started off.
Yeah.
There
was one player for
from
episode.
the one, and then the next day it became official to be doing it all the time.
I mean, you were sharing the stream time with Teo.
Yeah.
Teo
Faminu. Who also did all right.
But yeah, got to level
4. Yeah. Like we were like, oh my god, we were like really
my God,
worried.
that's 4,000?
And then straight away, everyone else started like dropping lap flats. Lap flats. What's the lolly? That's what Harvey's hanging around, stealing it.
Oh, there.
Is it 2? Alright, sweet.
2, yeah.
Alright, sweet. Alright, Michael's up first. It's time to go. You know what you have to do. Maybe you don't know what to do in round 2 because you never got there, but
What was my prediction earlier on?
You said that no one was going to get anything.
Yeah, no one's going to win, yeah?
Okay.
Right.
In 3, 2, 1.
Let's put it in the right hand first.
Boom! What, you got them both in one hand, so both hands are fine. True.
On the right hand.
Or the left hand. All right, let's kick it off, Michael. Good luck to get 500 war points. Is it in hand number 1? Choose hand number 1, 2, 3, or 4 for a chance. Number 2. That was quick.
Damn.
All right.
2. All right then.
Someone thinks they're better than the last time they played. I can tell you though, if you had chosen hand number 4, you would have got yourself 500 war points, like you didn't get last time. If you chose hand number 3, you would have got 500 war points, like you didn't get last time.
Ooh.
But you decided to make it 50-50 for a chance to win 500 war points and to have some sort of redemption from last time. You went for hand number 2 in 3, 2, 1. Boom!
Oh,
nice. Very nice. Now, will you walk away with your 500 war points or will you play for 1k for a chance to win 1,000 reward points? It is in 3, 2, 1. Boom! 2 in 3 chance, 66% chance for a chance to win 1,000 reward points. Of course, you could walk away with 500 if you want to keep going. Do let us know what hand you want to go for. If you want to walk away, let us know what you would have gone for. Is it in hand number 1, number 2, or number 3 for a chance to win 1,000 reward points?
Not so quick this time, huh?
How far do I have to go to get a sneak of Alphonse? You got to go all the way, mate. All the way. Victor says 1. Cedric says 3. John says 1. Martin says 1, I should say.
Oh, man.
Absolutely. Number 2 again. It served you well last time. Will it serve you well this time? If you were chosen hand number 3, 1k. But no, you decided to go 50-50 in 3, 2, 1.
Oh.
Nice.
1,000.
1,000. Oh, we're getting a little bit under the cover. Ooh. All right, here we go. We have a 50-50 chance. Right now we have over here a number 1. And we also have a flower. So I'm going to do a 50-50 flip for a chance to win 2,000 reward points.
Or you can walk away now.
Walk away now. With 1,000 reward points redeemed, having walked away with nothing last time. Or lost. Or died from the first time. So will you go for this 50-50? If you do not want to, you want to bank your 1k, you just let us know.
Yep. Number or flower?
Number or flower. And if you do walk away with your points, just let us know what you would have gone for. I'm going with number. It's just gambling. Yeah.
I don't know.
There's no considering.
There's no thought process.
In 3, 2, 1. Boom! OMG.
He wants that Alphonse.
OMG.
So far, right. So far.
Let's look at the stats. Let's have a little bit of pause, right? Because I'm a little bit hot on the color.
Yeah, just take it easy. Nice and slow.
Take it easy.
Let everything sink in, yeah? So right now, currently, is past level 1, past level 2, past level 3 with 2,000 points. The last person that actually got to that stage was Junior Guzman.
How long ago was that?
In episode 52.
Damn.
So it was like 7 episodes ago, okay? Because tonight's episode 59. And, you know, obviously he finished level 3 and decided to walk away with his 2,000 points because, you know...
So he's on 2K, that's this level right now.
Yeah, he's on 2K right now. It's, you know, quite a risky thing. Obviously, you know, if you double this and win it, you get 4K. And if you, you know... Double that, and if you win that and double it, you get 8K.
I don't even remember what's going on here. So what we do is 3 hands, 1 coin. And then 1 coin, 4 hands if he goes for 8K.
Right.
Yeah?
Yeah. I believe so, yes.
Damn.
Is Angela in the stream? Angela would know.
Yeah, she knows.
Yeah, Angela knows. She's the one that walked away.
Oh, I'm scared to
go. Would you be a joint at the top of the leaderboard, a joint leader with Angela?
Yeah, she went with 4K.
Yeah, she walked away with 4K. Are you just happy with 2K? Let's see how many 2K winners there are. Only one. And Mr. Guzman, a Junior Guzman, the only person with a 2K score.
Yeah. All right, here we go. In 3,
what is it
2, 1. 1 hand by you, 2 hands by me for a chance to win. I can't even say it, Chocks. It makes me sick in my stomach. 4,000 points. 4,000 points. OMG.
I'm sure Michael's calmed down a bit now.
Yeah. So
like having deep thoughts.
We have a 33% chance, 1 hand, 3 hands, 1 coin for a chance to win 4,000 war points. Will you go for hand number 1, number 2, or number 3? I'm really, really worried now.
Yeah, we're gonna get our game on now.
OMG.
Ooh.
Chris is going for 1. Cedric saying 3. Of course, if you do decide to walk away, just let us know what you would have gone for.
Walk away from the
2 serve my right twice. I have the number.
And the number on the
coin was 1. I'm going with 1. No. Okay. Let me read that again. 2 served me right twice. I have number, and the number on the coin was 1. I'm going 1. I love your thought process. I really love your thought process. That is quite
intriguing.
Because you're like a gambler as well. You like to think about what.
But you're gonna think, right? That coin is always going to be a 1.
Yeah, but but he could have gone for flower though. Is the point?
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a sign.
But what would flower represent though?
Not a hand. I like your thought processes.
Yeah.
All I can tell you that if you'd gone for hand number 2, you would have sit there with 4,000 and joint on the top of the leaderboard.
Yes.
But no, you decided to make it.
Is Angela in the stream? Because I want to know, Angela, how does it feel? Do you want to? How would it feel like to have someone sharing that throne?
Well, I can tell you. Well, why don't we actually ask Michael how it feels? Because in 3, 2, 1, actually don't ask him because he has no idea how it feels. D-night. Whoa, that was a bit close for comfort. God. I gotta say, hold on.
How's that? How are we gonna feel when they're up for 8K?
I know, I felt like absolutely shitting myself. OMG. That was the horrible feeling. Ugh. Great job, Michael, for getting to there and having, going all that way. Congrats on that.
Yeah.
Sorry you couldn't get there. Thanks for being a good sport.
Good spot. Wow.
Whew. That was hardcore. Josh Mizrahi, it is your time to shine. You were going for Michael. It was a really, really good job. Really, really good job. All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1, Joshua Mizrahi, it is time to go. He shouted with nervousness. I did.
Oh, what, where?
Hey, Richard Melbourne, how's it going in CV land? I need some good luck after a bad week. Oh, we feel kind of guilty crushing you.
Hope I can be more lucky. Wow, keep hoping.
We normally we're very. So would you like to go for hand number 1, 2, 3, or 4 for chance to win 500 war points? But just to say, normally we're very sympathetic. But sorry, mate. Who that, mate? It's game face.
Oh, Richard from CV.
Yeah, I said.
Oh, you did?
I said, yo, Richard.
I'm sorry.
CV.
Look, this is awards out on the way, boy.
Nice one, mate.
Hey, don't worry about the delay. Don't worry.
It's all good, mate.
It's all good.
I appreciate that.
We'll post that in the club.
Absolutely.
Once it arrives. Once they all arrive.
Mizrahi has gone for number 4. Had you chosen hand number 1, you would have been sitting there with 500 war points. Had you chosen hand number 2, you would have been sitting there with 500 war points. But no, you decided to make it difficult on yourself. And you went for 50-50 in 3, 2, 1. Ooh. 500 war points. Now, is that enough points to make your day better? Or bet your week better? If so, walk away with 500 war points. You've had a nice end to the week. If it was a difficult week, it's a nice end to the week.
Yeah.
Or you could keep going and sweeten that.
Well, you're gonna,
all the way up to 8K.
You're gonna follow Michael's path.
Absolutely. In 3, 2, 1, for a chance to win 500 war points, 1,000 war points. 3, 2, 1. Boom! Is it hand number 1, number 2, or number 3 for a chance to win 1,000 war points? It's a 66% chance. 2 coins, 3 hands.
1,000. 1,000.
That's very true, Alex. It always does come to 50-50. Had two, CV Richard Melbourne's been really busy in the day job.
Yeah,
I'm sure, yeah,
of course. Yeah. I mean, it's not hard. Sorry, so it's not easy. Sorry.
Yeah.
It's not easy.
Nana says 3. Chris says 1. Mizrahi is thinking to go for the next level or walk away. If you walk away, just let us know what you would have gone for.
Walk away.
Walk on by. I was so scared last. Yeah. I mean, the points are the points, but it's the fact that it's like
we're being challenged.
I know, it's like the Takeshi's Castle, right? No, it's just like
we're gonna make it tough for these guys.
Oh, he's gone for number 3. I can say, had you gone for hand number 2, you would have been there with 1K. But no, you decided to make it hard for yourself. 50-50, as Alex always correctly pointed out in 3, 2, 1. Ooh. 50-50, we have here a coin. It is number 1 and a flower. It's a 50-50 chance. Here we go. That was stupid. I was watching the camera. Here we go. For a chance to win 2,000 reward points.
Michael goes, you go, Josh. Go and redeem my name.
Will you go for flower or number? Flower or number for a chance to win 2,000 reward points, or you will walk away with your 1,000 reward points. Because what did Josh has done before? He walked away before. Have a look at what his points was.
Josh.
What level did he get to? He got to level 2 and walked away. With that. So this is the situation you were last time. You walked away with 1,000 reward points last time. Will you be going for 2? Will you walk away?
Yeah, will you walk away with 1,000? Or would you go for 2? Actually, what was his first? His first choice was, what number was it?
His first choice was number 4.
And then the last round was
number 3. Or 2. Number 3, yeah. If Josh gets a 9K, well, there is no 9K. So if he does get to 9K, yeah, absolutely. So if it doesn't exist. Well, now here's the conundrum.
Yes.
I mean, let's ignore the fact that the stream has been going for 3 hours and 20 minutes. But yes, you tell us your conundrum. And the fact that my arm is, is in this position and I'm like, busting my wrist. But no, let's hear it. What is up, Dallas?
That'd be cool, innit? The SD line, we'd be like that. That's our exclusive.
What do you mean?
If we had SD lines of ourselves, right? This is.
Oh yeah. That's another. Yeah, all the poses. Yeah, exactly.
The poses. Who that poses?
Yeah.
Come on, Josh. Come on, it's only 50-50. Let's have a yes or a no, just like our TT pose.
Let us know in the comments. Anytime you want. Are you still there?
Chris, are you? Knock, knock. Go right ahead. Finish off that sandwich you're having now.
All right, mate. Let us know what you would have got, what you would have gone for had
Good game.
you decided
Good choice.
to. GG, mate. GG. Yeah, well, you know what it's like to bank 1,000. You banked it last time. Congratulations. Phil will follow up accordingly. Or do you do it, Phil?
I give it to Phil.
Oh yeah, Phil will follow up accordingly. What would you have gone for? You would have guessed for Flower Power. Let's see what you would have won. 3, 2, 1. Good choice to not have gone for it. It was indeed the number. Absolutely bang on. 88 people at the end of the stream, guys. Feeding frenzy in the next 15 minutes. Do not forget, Chocks. You know, do the
yeah. There's only going to be one shout out this week. Just want to give a shout out to Toys TV. Jeff sent out a sample of RTSD to Toys TV, and they made a quick unboxing preview. Let's call it right. A preview of RTSD on their show, and so hopefully that will do well, locally as well as everywhere else.
Absolutely cool. And obviously Snake goes up for orders again.
Snake will go up after the stream for Last Chance Weekend, so guys, remember that.
He says, "Don't worry, it was the chat. Don't blame me, guys."
Right.
No worries, Josh. It was you called it absolutely perfectly, mate. Perfectly. Shout out to Michael for getting so close got to 4K. No, he was at 2K going for 4K and died. But that was
Angela. You're safe.
Right there, right at the top. So, guys. Back at it again in a week. If everything goes smoothly, we'll say it and confirm it next week in the newsletter. But of course, it would be Alucard. Time to rally the fans for the, obviously for the Castlevania line. I was a bit, I really liked that Simon Belmont right. But I'm hoping
that was. I remember coming to First for Figures, and that was the first thing I unboxed.
Yeah.
In the office, and you asked me, "Hey, how would I rate this?" And I rated that very highly.
Yeah. But unfortunately, it didn't get the widespread distribution. But this is
before the club thing, innit? So hopefully with the club now.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And be prepared to have the ES4 Solid Snake. Let me know. Remember to remind me, not the day beforehand, but absolutely. Cool.
Yeah.
Have a good weekend, guys. We'll see you in the club as always. Back at it again next Friday. Enjoy the fun day. We'll be, there watching that as well. And as always, guys, we thank you so much for joining us today. And as always, we can't do it without you. So today has been Friday Q&A with Chocks A, number 59, 23rd of February 2018. Much appreciated for your time. I'm your host, Alex.
I'm Chuckles.
F4F is love.
F4F is life.
We'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Laters.